Welcome to the club.
My club are mental, aren't they?
21 is coming. You're chatting gas. Embarrassing. Off, ref!
Most toxic fan base in the world are Arsenal.
Liverpool, the worst champions ever. And we have liftoff.
This is it. This is it. This is what we're in it for. This is the dream, the semi-final. This is just magnificent, isn't it? This is the whole point of football. You know when you follow a team, this is what you are in it for, isn't it?
It's huge. It's huge. It's surely the biggest game for nearly everyone related to Man City in the last couple of years. I mean, I know the final was big, but I think City fans think we can win the Champions League if we beat Real Madrid tonight, Inter Milan. With all due respect, they obviously have a massive chance to win it themselves, but it feels different this time for Man City. It does feel a lot different. It
really is. I feel like Man City fans, you know how you've just said it feels a bit different? You know, generally speaking with City fans, they seem to adopt a fairly sort of like glass half empty approach. I'm seeing a different side to City fans going into this game. I think there's a level of expectation and a level of optimism that I've never really seen before, particularly against a club like Real Madrid.
Definitely.
Would you agree that that's the kind of feeling around the club?
What happened last season, I think any side could have gone to that Bernabeu and lost in a winning position. Liverpool have lost big games there. You know, they beat PSG last season, Chelsea when maybe they should have lost to Chelsea. But this game now at the Etihad is a massive factor. We've got a very, very good home record in European football in the last 4 or 5 years at the Etihad. I know it's a bit of a trope, but it is a fortress. And if Real Madrid come here and beat us, then you have to hold your hands up and say fair play.
Yeah, of course. But they are the team that's capable of doing it. And obviously, when you play them, you're incredibly intimidated because it's Real Madrid. But what I mean is, like, even that song that City fans are singing, they're singing now about winning the Champions League. You know that? And if we're calling at your name, we follow City and we're on the pitch again. Have you heard them? And then basically at the end of it, they go, you know, Guardiola's going to win the Champions League. Oh, I want to be with you. But what I mean is,
if they're singing
it's
about
a support
it,
base. It's a support base that generally it feels like there's a change. It feels like there's genuinely a change. They're singing about winning the Champions League. They feel like the league is in the bag because the league is in the bag. I imagine that if you ask 90%, they think they're going to win the treble.
They win tonight. They're two wins away from the treble.
Do you think
the league's in the bag?
Is this the final?
Beat United, beat Inter.
Do you think this is the final? Whoever wins this wins the Champions League.
I think it's massively... I watched the game yesterday between Inter and AC, or Inter and Milan. I watched that game and I felt more confidence in the fact that Inter could pull.
I thought they looked all right, Inter.
Yeah,
I did.
Defensively,
well.
they're really solid. They keep clean sheets for fun. I think they've kept like 9 in the Champions League this season.
Yeah.
And I think up front, when you've got Dzeko, you've got Martinez.
And you've got Lukaku on the bench. You've got Lukaku on the bench. Like, Lukaku's very capable of a big goal.
And they've got heritage. I was listening to a pundit of Italian football. I forgot who it was. They were on BT, so everyone's probably heard it. But he was saying, like, Inter Milan fans and Inter fans, they feel more confident coming up against City.
Yeah, they should.
Because
everybody would feel more confident playing City in a final than Real Madrid in a final. Like, Real Madrid in a final.
The odds... City are odds on to win tonight.
City are better.
Do you know what I mean? They're a better team.
City are a better team than Real. But in a one-off final in Istanbul, you definitely would rather be playing Man City than. Well, I think you'd rather not play Real Madrid. Like, it doesn't matter who.
Real Madrid are the one team you don't want to play.
Yeah, in a one-off final because they are the experts at this very particular game, this very particular skill, and that's what we're going to see tonight. That's why I'm so excited about it because. Yes, Man City are at home, and as Buvey's just pointed out, it's a fortress. Of course, they've got a positive result from the first leg, and they're a better team with probably a better manager. But this is, although Man City are at home, Man City may be playing at home, but they're playing Real Madrid at their own game.
I think Real Madrid will be hugely confident. Let's look at the team.
Do you think Real Madrid? Do you know how I was saying that City fans are confident? Do you think Real Madrid fans are confident?
I think their team will be confident. I don't know about fans. Fans are always different.
You think in that dressing room now?
Supremely confident.
Vinicius, Benzema, Modric, or whatever. Do you think they're like?
I don't think they fear being away from home. I think a 1-1 draw at home, they would have taken that. Go into City, being able to counter attack with the game level, probably a good position for them. Of course, they wouldn't have liked to concede. But anyway, let's look at the teams because usually Pep Guardiola tries a little bit of a madness.
Yep.
We'll go through the Real Madrid team first. Courtois, Carvajal, Militao, Alaba, Camavinga.
Oh,
No
Camavinga,
Rudiger.
because Camavinga, there was a little bit of anticipation. Was he going to make it? Wasn't he going to make
No
it?
Rudiger, who was
On
excellent
the bench,
with
though.
Haaland.
Is he? Is he available? Have they chosen?
like
He's
that.
on the bench, but he
Okay.
was excellent with Haaland.
Yeah, he was.
In the first leg. Then you've got Modric, Cruz, Valverde, Rodrigo, Benzema, and Vinicius Jr.
I'm surprised by the omission of Rudiger.
Me too, a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gassed by that. Rudiger was massive in the Champions League final for Chelsea when they beat us. I mean, he's a big player.
What's happened there?
Unless
I know
he's a little
Militao's
bit injured.
fantastic. I don't maybe look, Militao's first choice. I think is it Camavinga in terms of him being able to pop into midfield to create something. Obviously, Real Madrid have to win the game. They have to win a game as well. So they're looking on the front foot. You know,
I'm
Camavinga.
slightly baffled because a lot of the headlines of the game were Rudiger's tactics. You know, Rudiger. You know when he does that low thing where he was marking him, but he was kind of crouched over. Did you see Haaland's torso? Have you seen the picture of Haaland's torso where he was like? He'd obviously just had like lots of pinches,
Oh, I
lots
see.
of
Yeah,
fingers
yeah.
in him and whatever. So yeah, I think I am surprised. I am surprised that he hasn't started Rudiger.
Rudiger fingered Haaland, did he?
He was on his case. He was on his case, and I think that level of defending. I think it's important. I think you have to defend like that. particularly-
it's all-
But you're on someone like a Rash.
Yeah.
It's mad. City's team, Edison, Walker, Diaz, Akanji, Stones, who on my app has been put in a midfield position.
So no Ake.
No Ake.
No, not fit.
Rodri, Silva, De Bruyne, Gundogan, Grealish, Haaland.
Isn't it amazing that a player like Riyad Mahrez can be left out of a game? Like when you think about how good Riyad Mahrez is, in Pep Guardiola's eyes, maybe his system, or maybe he just doesn't see him as being good enough to play a game like this because of who else he has available. Isn't it just an amazing squad that has been assembled? This is the best squad of football.
I think it's more to do with Haaland, you know,
In what sense?
Mahrez. Because you see when Mahrez plays, you never know when that cross is cut. You know, for a striker to be on the shoulder and Mahrez cuts
'Cause he
it
cuts
and
in, cuts in,
again,
cuts
and then
in,
cuts it again, and you're stopping and you start. I think it's for Haaland, like that link-up play. I think Mahrez is the best right winger in the league, Premier League, one of the best
Maybe
in
him
Europe.
and Salah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, Salah.
Yeah.
Salah's probably the only one.
He's
above
up
him.
there, and he was amazing against Everton. He was the match winner against Everton. He got the assist for that amazing Gundogan goal. It's a great cross by Mahrez. All you can say to Guardiola, if you drop Mahrez, you got someone on the bench like him, who's on his day world class, like you've said. Actually, Guardiola's keeping him interested, keeping him galvanised.
Yeah.
At Everton, he's put in a performance to say to Guardiola, "Please pick me against Real Madrid." It hasn't pulled off, unfortunately, but he's put his best case forward to Guardiola. So it's a fantastic thing for him to come off the bench. He'll be raring to go, be in unbelievable form.
Yeah. I'm just so surprised to not see Rudiger. He was front and centre of everything, all the headlines, everything good about Real Madrid last week.
Defensively, yeah.
It was put down to Rudiger, wasn't it?
Is that a limitation that maybe we don't know quite enough of how good Militao is? I know certainly how good he is. He played against us last season. I think it was, but-
Potentially. I mean, I'm not for 1 second suggesting that the players deputising aren't good. They might be better defenders. You know,
Yeah,
Rudiger, as brilliant as he can be, he does have it in him to also have a bad game. He's one of those players that when he's bad, he's terrible. Like I'll always think of Bramall Lane. You know, when there were no fans in the ground, we got battered at Bramall Lane. Mate, I thought it was like as it might be one of the worst defensive performances I've ever seen.
About 3-0.
Yeah, they beat us 3-0, and Rudiger was like at the heart. I think he scored no goal. He was just terrible. But equally, he was at the heart of everything bad that we've done there. But when Chelsea won the Champions League, you know, in Portugal, Kai Havertz would always get the plaudits, and it was certainly a team effort, and Thomas Tuchel deserves loads of credit as well. But Rudiger was unbelievable.
No.
Two things he did. There was a block and the foul on De Bruyne, which was just like, you got to do that. I know people
Yeah, it
weren't
was
like
like
this, and I'm
Chiellini
sure
in
that-
the Euros final, wasn't it, against Saka? I think. Was it Saka?
Yeah, you're right.
It was that kind of ugly.
Yeah, you're right.
Football.
Like people
side.
don't like that, and I imagine that the comments now are kind of disagreeing with me because I'm kind of celebrating a foul effectively. But I think that's part
I
of the
think the
game.
majority love shithousery.
No, but I think also a lot of people like to show their moral superiority.
Oh no.
Adam, you ever
Never
been
be
online?
a-
Have you ever been
No, no, I
online
know,
in
but-
your life?
If you love football, you are never above.
No, but
shithousery.
people will go. But the game should be played. Like people get really animated about diving.
You know what
for
it is?
example.
The
And that's
best-
another
The
part.
best
of it.
ever teams, footballing teams as well, are often the worst shithouses.
No,
ever.
of course.
Think
The
of
best
that
players
Barcelona
are.
team.
Yeah, they're the best players are.
One of
Like the
worst,
best players
think of
dive.
some of the best Man
Like,
United teams, Chelsea teams.
People get really judgmental about diving, and it's the same sort of thing.
You know what? It's like, you know when a defender's in the corner flag
Mm.
and he's protecting the ball and a striker comes behind him and just touches him and he
It
drops.
falls over.
That's diving.
Of course.
But no one gets as angry at that as if you do it in the box.
What I don't, you know, as a football fan, it's weird. And I've actually put it out to anybody watching. Can you help me understand this and let me know where you sit on this? You know, if your player, if there's an opposition winger who's being really tricky, we will say, hit him, make sure you let him know you're there, right? But if that player dives, everyone's like, that's outrageous. But you're literally saying, cut him in half. You're literally going, hit him, let him know you're there, don't let him get away with that. Liberty take, come to the bridge. Smash him, cut him in half. But heaven forbid someone dies. So Jack Grealish gets battered to bits every time he gets the ball. Someone's looking to wallop him. He may choose at some point to go down a bit light. Everyone's like, book him.
Exaggerate contact.
Exaggerate contact, or get out of the way of the foul and end up going down. And people are like, didn't even touch him. You're like, yeah, he didn't. I think he didn't touch me, because if he touched me, I'll be in hospital. I've got out of the way of the foul, you idiot. Yeah, didn't even touch him.
Someone drives their car at 120 miles per hour.
Yeah, didn't even touch him, mate. Didn't even touch him.
Yeah, but I didn't touch it.
Yeah. Guardiola there looking.
He's wore a suit and a turtleneck today. He looks
Very
like he
sharp.
works. He's like Steve Jobs or something.
Chandler.
Anyway, while you two talk about Pep Guardiola's fashion sense, we're going to talk about Super 6. Thank you very much to Super 6 for sponsoring us. You guys are absolutely amazing. The link's in the description below. You can download the Super 6 app. Download that app and you get a free crack every single round at winning £250,000. All you have to do is predict 6 score lines. If those 6 score lines are correct, there you go, £250,000. And if you fail at that, then you join our league, Club S6, and you could beat myself, Rory, Buvey, and the rest of the OGs in the club. If you beat all of us, you get a £100 classic football shirts voucher, which isn't a bad little bit of gear in it. Yeah,
Lads, I'm appealing to you. Join the club on Super 6, please. Okay? Is that all you want?
Is that your appeal?
I like
That's my
it.
appeal.
Is that what they do on Children in Need?
I'm
appealing to you.
We're just over 6K,
Please donate.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm doing a
I
Terry
think that was a good strategy. You know, rather what you've done is lay it out. This is why you should join. These are the pros and cons of joining. And
Should we
this
tell
is
him
why
not
we would
to join
appreciate.
then?
He doesn't do that. He just goes, please join.
I'm looking in. My eyes are going through the camera into you. You're going to download the app and join Club S6.
6,000, more than 6,000 other people have joined, and we have a great time over there. It won't cost you a penalty. It won't cost you a penny either, and it's totally free to play. And if things go well, you could end up with. Well, if things go really well, you could end up with £250,000. But if things go fairly well, you could end up with £100 to spend at Classic Football Shirts. If you had £100 to spend at Classic Football Shirts, one word. What kit?
Or Sean Wright Phillips, 2004.
Loads of words. What kit?
Double-barreled name.
What kit?
The green and yellow United one with the laces.
That's more words than me.
You've both gone.
What would I say?
How can I say that in one word, dick?
Exactly, 2004.
You can't even say a year in one
Well,
word.
exactly. What am I to say then?
I'd go like this.
Blue.
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 I could do it.
It's sky blue.
I could tell you.
Red,
One
blue.
word. I could tell you my kit in one word. One word, 2 numbers.
Chelsea.
Here we go.
Holland 88.
Zola.
Holland 88.
That's 2
That's
words.
3 words.
No, it isn't. It's
Holland
one word.
88.
It's 3 words.
88. I said
88 is a
Sean Wright
number.
Phillips, 2004.
You just
Holland
went,
88.
Sean Wright.
Yeah, Sean Wright Phillips.
Double-barreled. Sean Wright. No, it's Sean Wright Phillips.
No, Holland 88. Done. Holland
But that's
88.
multiple words.
Holland 88.
We all had the same idea here, but you've cheated your own
You've
system.
also gone boring. Sean Wright Phillips. Like, you can get any kit.
No, but he's my favourite player when I was a kid.
But any kit.
He was very right for playing for City
wrong.
twice. Coming back to City
Any
is
kit,
beautiful.
that's your kit. I'm going for
Reebok kit. Yeah,
Dutch,
Thomas Cook.
the Dutch 88. What about if it was
Thomas
non-City?
Cook reminds me of Vassal
Old
for
City.
some reason.
If it was non-City,
Oh,
like anything in the world, you can be. You can think as glamorous as you want.
They have been called that a lot as well.
the 90s Inter kit.
What, like Zamorano?
Yeah,
The Pirelli one with Ronaldo on the back.
Pirelli. Yeah.
Or if you could get a 1+8
Grey and blue.
Zamorano one.
That's what I said. Zamorano.
Yeah,
Don't
but-
be nicking
Yeah,
my
you
kit.
are repeating everything.
1 point,
yeah.
you know, the
Yeah,
1+8, they must
yeah.
be rare.
Yeah, it's funny when you see that, isn't it? Like 1+8. I was looking. I think it might be Dinya. He's got like a mad high number. And do you know what I think it is? I don't know if this is true, but do you know what I think it is? He's got a mad high number, and I think like he plays in what would have traditionally been the number 3 position. I think it's 3 to the power of 3.
Isn't
That's
that
9.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. 3 to the power of 3 is 9.
No, 3
You mean
times
3
3
times 3, 6
times
times 3 is
cubed.
18.
Exactly.
3 cubed.
3 times 3 times 3.
It's not 18.
It's not. It's not 9 either.
It's 27. It's 3 cubed, isn't it?
Mate, 3 to the
You
power
just
of
went
3.
18, bro. You
No, you said
What are you
not-
on about?
You said 3
No,
times 3
I'm
times
just
3
saying,
is
if you
18.
work it out in some mystical
27.
land that
What's
Rory's living
3
in,
to the power of 3
is
is
9.
No, it isn't.
Come on, lads.
3 to the power
the
of 3 is
chat.
9. 3 cubed.
3 cubed.
Yeah, that's what you're on about.
3 cubed.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is. Then.
You lads, honestly,
I think it
you need to go back to school. I don't know if you're allowed back in after a certain age, but you're not. You got to go back to school.
Hang on a minute. 3 times 3.
Late
What were your
20s.
3 times
GCSEs,
3
bro?
is 6.
Better than yours.
3
Go on,
times 3.
go on.
Huh?
Go on.
Better than yours.
Hang on.
Go on, go on,
It's
go
not
on.
9. It's not 9. 3 times 3 is what?
You get a C in Bristol
times
for
three.
spelling your name right, though.
You're getting it wrong. You're getting it wrong.
You get a B for having a pint of cider.
Buvey, what's 3 times 3?
Huh?
3 times 3 is what?
Yeah, 9.
And what's 9 times 3?
Huh?
3 times
27.
3, exactly. So it isn't 9.
You said
clown.
18.
You utter
Oh,
clown.
you said 18.
You said 18.
God,
God,
I'm
I'm
number
dealing with
one.
idiots.
I never knew what
3 to the power-
gaslighting meant
3
until
to
I
the
met
power- 3 to the
Buvey.
power of 3. You went, it's 9.
No, but
It's
you're
9.
saying it weird. No.
It's clearly not 9. 3 to the power
I
of 3
wasn't
is not
built for
9.
maths,
No.
What
No.
were you built for?
rugby,
Yeah.
and drinking cider.
You were built
I
for it.
love cider, but not rugby.
Did you play rugby in your days? I imagine.
Yeah,
you-
broke my nose, broke my ankle, hated every second of it.
What position?
Number 8.
What's that
I don't
mean?
even know what that means.
Oh.
Like a football, like
You
a
get out the
Gascoigne.
scrum and you run as hard as you can into a. But lads, we
got it out
honestly,
your what?
We'll lose. You get out the scrum and then you.
I
you
thought
run
that
with
was
it.
a scrum half.
No, but he gets it and passes it. A number 8 can pick it up and go short. But we're not talking about rugby because we're going to lose all our amazing subscribers.
Yeah,
It's
rugby is-
honestly, I
that's true,
cannot
actually.
stand rugby. I hate it. Dead sport. No offense.
Were
Jeans
you
and
good?
shoes and
Were
that.
you, were you,
I was amazing.
Well,
But let's not talk about that.
What did you play? Union League. Is it the same rules?
Union, yeah. In the south, it's Union mainly. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Would really.
Do you know what I've
appreciate
just
it.
realised? You're not going to... Man City, I've got some good news for you. Man City won't be doing a treble. They won't be.
Why?
Because he didn't know what 3 to the power of 3 was.
That's 1 times 3, lads, is a treble. Okay? One trophy, one trophy, one trophy.
I really, really hope City get beat. That's the end of
Thanks,
my
lads.
sentence.
Thanks,
Sorry.
lads.
Yeah, if these
I,
that was-
I
No, it's fine.
really,
I'm finished.
really, desperately, passionately, with everything I am, every fibre of my being,
I think
my
I'm
entire
possibly as
DNA,
nervous as
I
Buvey
need
today.
City to get beat.
Do you know that?
For me to be me, for me to know who I am, for my world to keep spinning, for things to feel correct, I need City to get beat.
I was looking at all the treble winners in history. And there's only 7. Obviously, you got Man United, you got Celtic.
Inter
A
Milan.
little bit of a quiz if you want to do it.
Yeah, this
I
is a
wasn't
great.
planning
This
it,
is a
but-
great game.
Can we say-
Inter Milan, Mourinho, obviously.
Yeah,
Inter Milan, Mourinho, Manchester United.
yeah.
Real Madrid must have done it.
By the way, when we done it, no
No,
one had
no.
done it for like 60 years.
Real Madrid
and now
aren't in it.
loads
Why
of
do you
people
have to
have done
make it
in the last
about you?
20
Why do
years.
you have to make it about you? You're the 4th in European history.
Do
to
you
do it, not
know?
even the first.
So how many clubs? 6.
Off the top of my head,
this is a
you're
great
missing
game.
a few.
This is a great game. 6 clubs.
Bayern
Yeah.
Munich.
Okay.
Bayern Munich
Bayern Munich,
twice.
yeah.
They actually won in COVID. Celtic, I've said.
Yeah,
said
Bayern Munich did
Celtic.
it against Paris Saint-Germain, didn't
Yeah.
they? And do you know what? Paris Saint-Germain, actually, if they'd won that final, they were
They
going
would've
for
won
the
a
treble. Yeah.
Wow.
Barca twice.
Barca twice. Ajax,
Of course.
and then there's one more.
Okay.
There's one more. After,
Porto.
No, after Ajax.
Inter.
In the 80s,
Did we say Inter?
I think.
Hang on, in the 80s, Marseille.
Nope.
Hang on, we'll get this. We'll get this.
Begins with a P.
Partizan Belgrade.
Nope.
Hang on. Hang on.
Let us know in the comments
Hang
down
on.
below.
So
if you know what the
Champions League
answer is.
winners, European Cup winners, beginning with P. This is all it is. European Cup winners beginning with P, not Partizan Belgrade.
Not
Not
Parma.
Paris Saint-Germain, not Parma, not...
Are you lying?
Nope. Come on, lads. P. Football experts over here. Look at this.
The last time KSI said a P word got him in trouble, so
P.
be careful, lads.
2 more letters after that.
PSG.
No.
PLOK Athens.
Lads, I've given
Panathinaikos.
you all the
Pauk
clues.
Salonika.
What do you mean?
No,
How are
there's
you getting
two-
involved?
there's 2
I was
more
given the
letters.
clues. How are you
Palmeiras.
getting involved? How are you
No,
getting
2 more
involved?
letters after P. You
Wait,
said
I get
PSG.
two
Two letters
no.
after P mean? PSG.
PSG is 2 letters after P, but not PSG. There's one
Oh.
more.
Oh.
Jesus, Webb.
Yeah.
We are.
Yeah.
By the way, lads, I'm privileged to be sat next to the 2 biggest football pundits in the online football space. right here.
We're old men, bruv.
Yeah, you're genius, but you
Wait,
guys
but
are
it's
super
from the
smart football
80s.
expert.
It's an 80s team that won the European Cup.
Late 70s or 80s. Sorry, that might be the only confusion.
I'm giving you another clue because this needs to end. A former Man United player manages them now.
Middlesbrough.
Lads, comment down below. Obviously, no one here can
The
see
chat got it ages ago,
The chat
baby.
got it
Never
ages
mind
ago.
comments.
These are famous. The famous lads.
You know, your brain goes.
It's gone.
Gone.
I'm just trying to
And
think of
now
football
you
teams
keep.
beginning with
You know
P.
what messed me up?
Football
You
teams
saying
beginning with
P.
Why
You
is the
lot saying
clue?
P
You
is
said
absolutely
Middlesbrough a
dumb.
minute ago, you
No, I
lads.
never said Middlesbrough.
Football teams beginning with P. Palmeiras.
With 3 letters.
Palmeiras.
Preston North End.
With 3 letters. No, 3 letters.
PSV
Thank
Eindhoven.
fuck.
Yes.
Yeah!
PSV Eindhoven won a European Cup.
No.
They won a treble. When?
Yeah, 1974 or 84. 80 something.
When you said 3 letters after P, I went in the alphabet P, Q, R,
87,
S.
88.
88. PSV won a European Cup. Bloody hell.
And congrats to them.
And they won a
Absolute
treble then.
Yeah, absolute legends, those PSV guys. I want to shout out on behalf of the club, obviously Jess myself, who is aware of your treble success, and obviously not Adam and Rory. Congratulations to you lads at
I
PSV.
got it. I got it.
Not
in fairness.
Middlesbrough.
I got it in fairness.
Not Middlesbrough, not Preston North End.
Palmeiras.
PNE.
Palmeiras.
Palmeiras. They flew over from Brazil, lads.
How many Brazilian football clubs do you think you could name?
We're not going there now because
He's bad. He's good at.
No, mate,
You
I
read
don't think
4-4-2
I
today.
don't
You read
think I'd
4-4-2
be-
I could do a lot.
I think it'd be difficult to. It'd definitely
Flamengo,
be
Vasco da Gama, Corinthians,
Do you think you could do
Internacional,
6?
Ave, Bahia,
No, wait,
Cisca,
Gremio.
is anyone checking these? Because I don't know.
Gremio,
No,
Sao Paulo.
Gremio Sao Paulo.
I'm done.
Yeah, that's good. That's impressive. How many do you think you could name from
That's how
Argentina?
you know I used to do a lot of ACCAs back in the
Argentina?
day, innit? Hungry for a bet on a Friday night.
Could you do 5 Argentinian teams?
Itching on a Sunday night. I've done the bollocks.
Could you do 5 Argentinian sides?
River Plate,
Nacional.
Boca.
Boca were the obvious ones, isn't it? River Plate.
Independiente.
Independiente, and then Messi's boys. Newell's Old Boys.
Newell's Old
We've done 5 lads.
We've done
Do you know
4.
that's an English? Do you know why it's called Newell's Old Boys? You know,
What,
obviously
they flew
Newell's in
over?
English. Yeah, it was like an English bloke that went over and started a team, and he was related to Mike Newell, who
Barcelona
played
have
for
a-
Blackburn.
have an England flag in their shirt, in their crest, don't they?
Yeah,
Why is that?
don't know. St George, innit?
I-
St George.
I have
it's
heard
more,
the story, but I forgot it.
I think it's like Malta also has a St George. Like it's not just England. I don't know if the Barcelona thing is a homage to England or not.
No,
know,
I've heard.
It is England. Isn't it?
Yeah, because
Maybe it's Gary Lineker.
I watched something where they broke down.
Gary Lineker.
Yeah, Gary Lineker.
You know there's a mountain in
They thought
Argentina.
Mark Hughes was English.
You know there's a mountain in Argentina. They all speak Welsh.
Yeah, I know.
What?
Yeah. No, there is an area of Argentina where they all speak.
It's
Welsh.
mad, like, because Welsh was banned in Wales at some point.
Was it really?
Or not banned, like,
I
but
do-
it wouldn't
I do
be
love-
in, like,
I do love
public
stories.
spaces
Like, I
and
do love
schools and
stories like that though.
Bad that.
Do you know? I remember when I was a kid, I watched this documentary on the '86 World Cup in Mexico, and there's this like area where there's like everyone's English because all these geezers went over for the '86 World Cup, and they were like, "It's amazing here. I'm never going home."
Really?
Yeah. So there's all these like little kids running around like chatting Spanish called Smith. It's like they just managed to like
That's
create
Like Alex McAllister.
Alexis McAllister. Yeah,
Bit like that must be a bit like that. Yeah. No,
His
kick
name's
off.
Defo altogether, by the way.
What do you mean?
I don't know why he separated the Mac and the Alistair.
Yeah, that's a bit weird, isn't it? It should be McAllister.
It is McAllister.
No, it's McAllister.
Say that again.
I don't call him that.
It got split in.
Got
I don't
split in
wanna-
Argentina.
What are they googling back there? I don't know. Yeah.
His name is
Dunno.
McAllister, but when they did his birth certificate in Argentina, they spaced it.
Right.
So what? It's like it's his middle name is Mac.
Yeah, return of the Mac. Not far from kickoff now in this game between Real Madrid and Man City at the Etihad. It's poised at 1 apiece.
Carvajal, he could be the weak link, could he?
Yeah, I thought he was poor. I thought he was a nasty little player last week. Obviously, tried to kill Grealish in the sideboard.
I think people were really precious about that.
No, actually, I agree. By
I
the
think
way,
people were really precious.
I
How
saw
could
like
you throw
7
someone
game
into a
ban.
sideboard? They're going to get so injured.
It's just you're using momentum. It's a bit of shithousery. I like it myself.
What happened to everyone? Like, I saw a clip on social media yesterday, and it was Roy Keane. Gareth Southgate tried to cut Roy Keane in half, and Roy Keane sort of stood above him and stamped on his torso.
Yes,
It's unbelievable.
lovely,
It's football. He
If that,
threw
was,
him
if that
into
was against Man United, you'd be crying your eyes out.
lovely,
I
man.
don't think
Lovely.
you would. I don't think you would either. Like, I
Southgate deserved it.
I don't know why everybody got so precious recently.
We have to shout out NordVPN, who have been backing the channel this season. I'm using NordVPN to book my flights this summer. When City eventually win a treble, I'm getting the cheapest possible flights with a VPN. It's the fastest, the best VPN of its kind on the internet, and Rory loves it, don't you, mate?
I do. I love it. I love NordVPN. They are my favourite VPN of all the VPNs that there are, and it really has elevated my entire life. So I implore you to be kind enough to support NordVPN, because they have supported us and we are honoured that they have. Aren't we, Adam?
No, yeah, it's amazing. NordVPN.com/the club. You can get 4 additional months for free, plus a 30-day money-back guarantee. And your one sign-in, your one account will give you access to 6 devices. So, yeah, get on it. The game has kicked off. Man City, Real Madrid, 0-0, 1-1 on aggregate. Come on, Madrid, please. I'm so scared. City can't do a treble. City can't do a treble.
Stop shouting. By the way, I've got to turn around here. I can't even see my own club in my own studio.
What are you
I'm
talking
sat on
about?
Rory's lap at this point.
If you were sat on Rory's lap,
TV's fine.
if you sat on Rory's
yeah.
lap, his feet would be blue.
Not that heavy. What, morbidly obese?
No, nobody is.
Do you
know
see these big
anybody?
lads fighting at...
Do you know anybody who
Have
is
you ever
that?
known anyone that needed a crane to like?
No.
What, when you're that fat that Jerry Springer's going to like break your roof off, break the roof off your house?
There's a couple of big lads fighting.
And they
in
always
the,
go, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But then they're surrounded by 50
Cheaters.
people.
They've got a bucket of Kentucky on their head. I don't know what it is.
They're the only people that hold them hats with 2 beer cans on the side.
Yeah, the straws.
Did you see the fight at Misfits, the 2 big lads?
I saw it on the. I was at the
Buvey
fight, but I
298.
didn't see those 2. But mate, I didn't.
Buvey, a YouTube legend, by the way. An absolute
they?
legend. Yeah, he's old
You're the
school.
only person. Look,
That's 'cause I just- you know
he's
when-
probably bigger than me, and he is.
Oh,
But
he's-
I don't know. I've never heard of these guys.
He was
and I love-
posting like vlogs like in 2009 or something.
Is he a
like,
big
unbelievable
dog on
stuff.
YouTube? Yeah.
He's huge. Yeah, he's obviously fallen a little bit in terms of, with all due respect to him, but he was fighting.
But
His shorts fell
what did
down.
he do?
He was talking. He'd talk about video games, and then he'd talk about
Oh,
his
he's
life and
gamer,
stuff, and then he
gamer.
became. But then he'd vlog about his life.
Wait,
Yeah.
his shorts fell down.
In the Misfits,
'Cause
they had
I
to
missed
get,
that
They had to
fight.
get sellotape and sellotape his shorts back on because they couldn't do it.
Wait.
I'm not lying. Am I lying? No.
No, but Geezer's that fat. I don't think they should be expelling that amount of energy in a
No,
ring.
but if there's
He
2
got
of them,
smashed,
it's equal.
by the way. He
equal.
got smashed.
No, it's
Yeah.
not equal, because I think that geezers like that, you've got to be really careful, man, because you're living life on the edge.
Yeah. You are a second away from Connery, innit?
Yeah. But was it a good fight? Did you watch it?
The other kid smashed his face in, so it was a great fight.
What, the one that you like?
No,
got
no,
beat?
no, the one that I like. Well, I know of.
Mate, you're allowed to
Lost.
like him. Don't worry about it.
I don't like him per se. But
Why are you?
You do. You mentioned him so many
You
times.
literally,
Well, I'm just-
he's a
I'm just-
YouTube legend. The one you
Well,
like.
he's a
the one
legend.
I know
He is
of.
a legend.
Not the one I know of.
He
The
is
one
a
I like.
legend.
Not the one I like. The one
just
I know
because
of.
you don't know it doesn't mean he's not a legend.
No, but then you
Okay.
don't like him. You don't like legends.
You
no?
didn't know about the legendary PSV side that won the treble.
I did. I got it.
No, you
got-
didn't.
you got
Yeah,
to
you
direct
said,
it to- you got
you
to
said
direct it-
Middlesbrough before
No,
PSV.
I said Middlesbrough because I was mucking about when he
Preston
went a
North
former Man
End.
United player and manager. They went a former Man United manager. So I went.
Oh, is that where you're going?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Talking about that, Carrick could get promoted. Well, not promoted, get into the playoff final tonight, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah,
Against
Coventry,
Coventry.
innit?
Carl Walker's just twatted one into roll.
so annoyed it's not
Luton
Sunderland.
Coventry is the
I'm
most
so annoyed it's not
EFL final, isn't it? It could be Luton Coventry.
Coventry
Coventry's
have
all right,
Premier
though.
League heritage.
Yeah,
bro.
but you know, it's
the
in the
Cheapos,
last-
the Hadges,
in the last 10
Gary
years.
McAllister,
Noel
in the last
Whelan,
10
Gordon
years.
Strachan,
Aloisi,
Dion Dublin.
Robbie Keane.
Luton
Dion
Coventry's
Dublin.
a rougher game than Middlesbrough.
Did Hendry
got
play
Premier
there
League.
for a bit? Or did I imagine? that?
Robbie Keane.
No,
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 wait,
Colin-
Lee Hendry.
Colin Hendry, who played for Blackburn, did he play at Coventry for a bit, or have I imagined it?
Unsure.
There was a defender
Steve
with big
Grizovic.
blonde hair.
Gary McSheffrey, did he play there?
Steve Grizovic was
He
their
wasn't
keeper.
Premier League era, was McShane.
No, in the championship. Chris Coleman used to manage them.
Who played next to Gary McAllister in their midfield?
Gordon Strachan.
Yes.
Gordon
Because then
Strachan.
he was player manager for a bit,
Yeah.
wasn't he?
Took him down, I think.
Big
I
club
love
there.
Gordon Strachan.
I love
man.
Gordon
I'd
Strachan.
love to meet him.
Brilliant
and,
player.
Like interview him and chat to him because he's always a funny
Do you know?
geezer, isn't it?
Yeah, he was a brilliant player. That we played him first day of the season. They beat us 3-2. Dion Dublin scored a hat trick, and I went up there. I went to Highfield Road, and yeah, Strachan just like a little lunatic.
Yeah,
Brilliant
it's
though.
class. He did well at Celtic, didn't he?
Celtic did well, yeah.
Go on.
Oh, that's a great pass.
Oh, I got bullied off of it there.
Played
I don't know,
Cruz.
you know. Is that not?
It wasn't a
I
foul.
think that's a shove in the back
Got
on.
shouldered off it, didn't he?
Oh, that's a loose pass.
We're high
there.
at their pitch, though. We're high
Real
at
Madrid are
high in
looking
the
to
pitch.
hit you on the counter attack, innit?
I don't know. It started last
Vinny,
week was exactly
Rodrigo,
like this.
Benzema.
Do you know Vinicius Junior's contract is like there is an element of availability to Vinicius Junior. You know that.
But doesn't he have like a release clause for like £1 billion or something like that?
Maybe, but
Stupid.
if you're
Grealish.
a Premier League team, you've done what a touch from Grealish.
Yeah. In 5 years, Premier League teams will be spending £1 billion.
Go on. I think in 5 years, like,
Do you think in our lifetime we'll see a player go for £1 billion? Or is that
what are they
too far?
going? What's the?
Like in 3 years, I can imagine there'll be £250 million.
Hang on. Who would the most expensive
Neymar.
player on a pitch be now?
Haaland.
No, who would it be in Haaland? Okay, so
He
what
guarantees you goals.
What would the value of Haaland be if it were top whack? Like, what are we at the moment? Like, what is the most
If
somebody
he didn't
would
have a
pay?
release clause and he had a 5-year contract, I think teams would happily pay £200 million for him.
So you think that's the top rate that people could play at the moment? So yeah, in
Maybe
that
more, I don't
case,
know.
in that case, we might see a £1 billion player.
Oh, so
Because you know what it is? You know what it is? He's the only player, maybe Harry Kane, but he guarantees you got, and he's shown it in so many different
And he's so
leagues.
young as well.
Yeah.
Is the most so the most expensive footballer in the world currently? If like, I'm not talking about contracts, I'm not talking about age or anything like that. Just the player that would be the most expensive today would be Erling Haaland.
I think so.
And you think that rate Erling Haaland is worth
Maybe
about,
Mbappe?
Mbappe about $250 million is what we're saying. So in that case, if we agree that that's the case, then
I
we will see a
genuinely
£1 billion
believe
player.
If Real Madrid had to, they would pay 200 million for I genuinely believe.
Then we will see a £1 billion
And
player.
and Mbappe. I wouldn't be surprised. But you know the thing is with Mbappe, his contract's so big that a club is, you know what I mean? If you spend 200 million on him, then you're spending what on his contract?
You-
it's going to be a $500 million.
It's very difficult
It's
to
gonna be a $500 million.
justify. It's very difficult to justify. Like, you just can't earn that back, can you?
What did the OGs think in the chat?
Like, you just can't own.
Some people say,
Oh, he's in!
Haaland.
no.
Oh, he did well, Haaland. Nobody's coming in on it. Do you know who would be coming in on that? Riyad Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez. Yeah, Haaland. God, they're
We're all over these
them.
lot. We're all over these
Yeah, this
lot.
is gonna be a
Bernardo
3-0.
Silva just pushed Cruz in the
I
back
don't
as well a
even
few
watch.
minutes
Yeah,
ago.
they got one back on him though.
Yeah,
'cause-
nice. Nice. We're living up to it a little
Oh,
bit.
wow.
Go on.
Why didn't he shoot?
I know.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Joe Allen.
Rodri smashed it across the face of
Rodri,
the
that was
goal.
He
amazing.
mishit that.
The way that he did, the way that he found and shimmied and found the room in the middle. He's got to score that, I'm afraid. I know it's only a minute in, but that
hit the
chance,
target, hit the target.
you know, if they go 1-0 up soon and in the 80th minute, I'm going to be talking about that Rodri
You hit the
chance.
target, Rory. You hit not score that from that angle.
Well, you don't think-
you hit the target. You're right, but not. You don't score that.
I don't think you can ask for a much
You
better
can
chance than
score
that
that.
against Real Madrid, mate.
No, that's a tight angle facing away from goal, curling away from goal.
Buvey,
on his right foot.
Buvey, that's
No,
far
you
too
don't
generous,
score
mate.
that.
Buvey, I'm afraid if that's
defensive-
Jorginho
he's
for
defensive-
Arsenal, or if Odegaard does that for Arsenal, you're going, he's got to score. There's no way that he can miss that, and that's why they're not going to win the
striker
league.
would struggle with that. That's a tough angle.
He has to score.
Maybe
that.
we're looking at different angles because I'm at different.
You're in a
point of table.
European Cup semi-final against Real Madrid. That is a gilt-edged chance.
Well, you hit the target. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you hit the target.
If
That
you hit
chance-
the, if you hit
you're
the chance-
1-0
How
down.
you bury that against
If you-
Courtois, the keeper that he is? No.
If you're 1-0 down and that
Come
happens at the
on.
90th minute, you've missed a sitter.
if you miss the
I
target,
think you look at
you're
it
right.
different. If
you
you-
don't score that.
8 minutes in, you look at it a bit different.
No, but it's still a man. You know, just because it's
No, I'm
just because it's
defending you.
early. Yeah,
I'm
but just
defending
because
you.
it's
Score
early
that.
doesn't
Kane
mean
didn't
it's
score
less.
I'm defending your point.
Harry Kane wouldn't have scored.
Harry
that.
Kane scores.
It's tight, too tight an angle.
Harry Kane scores there. 100%.
To be fair, there's a couple City
Harry
players.
Kane, have you seen the goal that Harry Kane scored against Arsenal? He scored from the corner flag, mate. You
Yeah.
can't talk about tight angles.
Good,
for
yeah.
Harry
One's
Kane.
Ramsdale, the other's the best keeper,
Remember
especially
Matt
even near
Shearer
post.
Kane?
Courtois, don't forget the Champions League final. This, basically this time last season against Liverpool, he was immense near post against Salah. Near post, he's a top keeper.
Mate.
I know we saw it against AC Milan.
There's nothing wrong. It's not disloyal for you to go, yeah, you should have scored that.
No, it's not.
disloyal. Like, he
How is the
obviously should have
defensive
scored that.
midfielder scored
These
from that
hoes ain't
angle?
loyal.
Come on.
It's not about being a defensive midfielder. The whole
What's
point of
Rodri?
this city. The whole point of this city. Well, I've seen Rodri score against Bayern Munich with his weaker foot from the halfway line.
Yeah, he should get on target. 1,000,000%.
So
We're all over
should he have scored, Buvey?
No, should have got on target. You're right about that.
Yeah,
but
so it
not-
would- but-
you don't score against Courtois. That near angle with a defensive midfielder scores near post. On
You
that.
don't have to score near post. Put it far post. What's the obsession with
Ref.
near post? Bernardo Silva, that's a few fouls.
Yeah.
Send him off,
Got to be
ref.
careful. The ref's the World Cup final ref. I think he was absolutely.
is
Is he the one that looks like
it is.
Robocop?
I might be wrong. Please let me
Yeah,
know in
the
the comments down
aggressive
below. Yeah, it's
geezer.
the World Cup final ref, and he was absolutely incredible. That ref.
Where's he from?
Madrid, man. Don't
Poland?
let these lot.
Is he Polish, lads? I think he's
This game needs to
Polish
be
lad.
0-0 on 20 minutes because at the moment it's just all
If
City.
City score
Another 10 minutes. Oh, it's terrible if City.
in the next
because the ground will be
20
electric
minutes.
as well. They got good. They got good.
It's over.
Like, it's all a bit of a myth about the volume in that ground as well. It'll be lively.
Yeah, the ref's the one thing I don't think any. I think he's the best ref in the world that I've seen in the last 10 years. This guy. So
Clip
No, he
that
is.
bit, please,
He
because
is.
we're going to need we're going to need that to go ahead of a bit later when he
gives away a dodgy penalty. He gives away a dodgy penalty based on
Seaman
VAR.
Marcinak, here's to you. Okay, Seaman.
You know his
Marcinak.
name.
Yeah, Polish.
The only ref's name that I can really remember from Champions League is the one that done us against Real Madrid, Kunik Kikir. He absolutely did us.
I remember Tom Overbo, who did it to us as well.
Nani
Tom Overbo definitely
Nani should
cheated.
not have been sent off.
Yeah. Do you
And
remember?
we should have clocked it at the time, sorry. We should have clocked it at the time that Fergie was over. Because he went mad after that. And he couldn't do his post-match interview because he was so emotional.
Really?
Like Mike
Sorry, what
Wheeler,
game was that?
The Real Madrid one. It was like he knew I can't win the Champions League again. And
What,
nobody else knew.
2013 sort of time.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we had it with Overbo. That's Drogba. Remember Drogba? It's a disgrace.
yeah.
That was Tom
So
Overbo.
that was 09 Barcelona semi-final.
Is he Dutch?
Because we would have played
No,
Chelsea
Norwegian.
again
Norwegian.
yeah,
if he won that.
yeah,
Because we lost.
yeah. In Rome, innit?
In Rome,
It was
yeah.
meant to be in Rome. Yeah, we were meant to be in Rome. But yeah, we that's one. Do you know the other one that always springs to mind? You know when you get like dodgy refereeing decisions. Do you remember when the ref sent Van Persie off at
The whistle.
So you didn't hear
at
the
Nou Camp?
I remember his face, but I don't remember his name.
I remember his face, but I don't remember his name.
UEFA loaner, lads. That's what I'm going to say.
That was a shocker, that was. It was funny because it was Arsenal, but it was a shocker.
It was a shocker.
Look at John Stones. Can we not admire
remember-
the fact John Stones, he's a centre-back
Yeah.
playing that high at the pitch against Real Madrid. It's unbelievable.
Don't let him cut in like that.
Oh, he's... Go on.
God, you're all over them.
I know.
God,
Got to make it count.
they've got a lot of men back, Real Madrid, haven't they? Look
That's
at this
it.
man.
That's it.
Get
Go
out
on,
to
John.
him.
Go on, John. Oh.
It wasn't as harsh, but do you remember when Ronaldo at St. James's Park, he thought he heard the whistle and he was on a yellow and the corner coming and he caught it.
Oh, yeah.
So he was right in front of goal.
Do
He's
you
about to
remember
head
that?
it and he catches
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And the ref sends him off for a
Yeah.
second yellow and he's like, bruv, I thought I heard
that
a
was
whistle.
ridiculous. Yeah, why is he catching that? Obviously not worthy of sending. Yeah.
Plus he had a clean header on goal.
Yeah.
It's like, why would he not?
Refs don't have common sense.
It was
do
a
they?
Di Canio move that as well. Do you remember at Goodison Park when West Ham broke?
Yeah.
And
who was the keeper?
Di Canio caught the ball because
Yeah.
somebody was down injured. It's like a
got
sporting moment. You got to score.
Yeah, he got to score.
Got to score.
Got to score.
Got to score.
We were having this debate before.
What
Remember?
was that about?
There was a game where the defender done his hamstring. I think it was
Yeah,
in
and the
Holland.
geezer stopped.
in
The geezer
Europe
stopped,
somewhere, and the attacker stopped. And
Yeah.
myself, Rory, and Buvey were having the debate on: is that like should you just go on and score if the
Can't
defender
believe
pulls
this
his hamstring?
dominance from City.
Whip
This
it
is
first time.
painful.
Go on.
They're just
Go on, Jack. Go on.
no. Yes.
Oh my God! I was sure that was in.
I don't know what happened.
He headed it
He headed
down.
it down. It hit. Courtois saves it. It's trickling over the line and it's cleared in the last second. This is terrible from Real Madrid. They've got to wake up here. They're being absolutely bossed.
Like we smash these lot.
yeah.
Like we
You need
smash
you
them.
need
I
to
can't
score during
stand
this
them.
period. Please go out of play. We just need to take the
Go
sting
on,
out of the
Jack.
game
Go
for
on.
a second.
Go on, Jack. Whip it.
Yes.
Oh,
Our only
better
hope
than that, man.
is they bottle the
Fucking
final.
hell, man.
No. That was. Look at this. Grealish does so well. Dinks it. Haaland.
Such
No.
a good cross.
See, he needs to score that as well.
It's
Well,
hit,
you're right
it's
about
hit
that.
Courtois' hip.
Yeah, he's just made his body big though, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Just make your body as big as possible.
Oh, he doesn't make contact on it.
Yeah, he doesn't really
Bad
head it.
contact, man.
Yeah, it's a delicate header, isn't it? It's a delicate header. That needs to be Alan Shearer, bullet
It's the
headed
power-
back.
You have to power
yeah,
that.
bullet header it back where it's come from.
Oh,
Yeah, because of where it's hit the keeper as well. Any power on that, and
Yeah,
it
it goes
ricochets in.
Goes in.
do you know what though? We talk about Haaland. This is the biggest game of his career.
It's the biggest
Scored
game.
50 goals in England already. He's played for Dortmund. He's played for obviously.
No, this
you
is
know,
the biggest game of his career, but this is the biggest
Dortmund
game.
get
This
to
is the
a
biggest
semi
game
with him?
ever
no,
played at this
quarterfinal
stadium.
against us.
This is the biggest game ever played at this stadium
It's up there. Yeah, it's up,
because it's the second leg,
it's up there. Yeah. Oh,
This
yeah.
is
What was Spurs? A
brilliant.
semi-final.
quarterfinal.
Quarters. Yeah. Yeah.
This is
No,
the-
you're right. You're right. Yeah.
This is the biggest
Yeah,
game
you're
ever
right.
played at this stadium.
Who did you play in the semi-final? You beat to go.
PSG, and that was semi-closed behind doors. Closed behind doors.
okay.
Behind closed doors.
Oh come on!
Oh, played defender.
Oh,
This
God!
is too easy, man.
Is that
all
offside?
over
Yeah.
him.
Is
It's a
that
corner.
offside, ref?
This is what's
No,
happening.
but he stood
We have to
offside.
score, lads. We have to score.
God, this has been a
you're gonna
terrible
score, like,
14
4.
minutes.
It's going to be like 5-1 on
We
aggregate.
kill these lot. We kill them.
They just have to get
Who just
this.
fired in my ear?
No, that was me.
Yeah, I heard that as well.
I went like that. That was me.
I thought someone farted.
No, it would have for you to hear it through the mic. It would have to be incredibly. It'd have to be.
I could do what you hear through
It'd
the
have to
mic.
be on the Richter scale.
Oh,
I could do one you get
ball
through the
in.
mic, but I'm not
Courtois
going
punched
to.
it.
Oh,
Jack Grealish again. Go on.
No,
Go on.
too easy.
Go on, give it, Jack.
Great
Play
tackle.
Vinny.
Is that, oh gosh.
Go on, back in now. Back in.
Too much
Back in.
pressure. It's
There's
too much
nothing
pressure.
wrong with just hoofing it out.
Too much pressure, you know.
That's
All
a-
over these
yes.
lot. All over these lot.
Too
I
much.
can't believe the dominance from City here. 14 minutes of relentless.
We
pressure.
can't hear it, but I bet you that sounds ominous.
What do you mean,
know,
sorry?
Like,
What, the ground?
yeah,
What you
it
think
just
is-
sounds like a City goal's on the way.
Yeah. I wonder if the Real Madrid fans make a racket. Not great travellers, I don't think.
Not great travellers. Not
Spanish
great
fans
fans
are
in
good
general.
when they're winning.
Not great travellers, though.
They're good when they're winning, Spanish fans.
Yeah, I think Seville.
Sevilla fans were
They travel
quiet, and
quite
then they
well.
went 2-2 at Old Trafford, and they were jumping
They went
all over the
posse,
place.
yeah. I'm like that.
See, I get louder the more we're getting hammered.
Yeah.
That's it. Nice. Oh, Carl, what are you doing there?
Because sometimes when the game's even, 0-0,
Yeah, that's when you need
Tight.
to support.
that's when I need. No, sometimes I'm too absorbed in the game,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I join in with songs, but my
Yeah.
heart's not really in it.
Yeah. Too nervous.
And then if it's like we're
If you're
winning or
1-0
we're
down,
losing,
yeah.
and then it's
Give it back. Give it back.
Kicks in.
Give it back. That's it. Give it back. That's it. We're
I just
pinning them
can't
back. in
you know
the
what it
box.
is, yeah. They're sitting so deep. Benzema's on
Benzema's,
the halfway line. Everybody else is
there's an
10
example.
yards
There's
out.
an example of a player who doesn't press from the front. See Benzema, like his team
The
are
ball-
totally under the cosh.
Jack Grealish.
Benzema's just
yeah,
strolling around. Look.
It's like when they had
He
Ronaldo.
hasn't broken sweat. Hasn't broken sweat, Benzema.
De Bruyne on his left foot whips it across. Haaland not quick enough.
Good
He wouldn't be the
defending there.
same player though,
No, I'm
because
not.
he needs that energy. For
I'm
when
not
he's
suggesting that Benzema should be pressing from the front.
Yeah,
by the way.
yeah.
I'm not saying he should be. He can do what he wants. He's brilliant.
completely
but
different philosophy.
I am just surprised that when it's very rare that you see a striker get away with just plodding when the team aren't in possession.
Boys, did any of you see the, Militao just cleared it there. Did any of you see the video of them getting off the plane today?
No.
Militao and Ancelotti came off the plane walking down the stairs, linked like this down the stairs.
He was helping him down the stairs.
Helping, he can walk.
He was helping him. He's old,
young,
man.
man.
Why are you slagging off on the greats, man?
How do you know Ancelotti ain't hurt his back and he needed a hand just walking down the
He's
stairs?
walking around the side of the pitch now.
Yeah,
That's a good point.
probably got loads of deep heat on that.
Imagine lathering
Gosh, I
Ancelotti
could do
up
better
on
than that,
DP
shouldn't
before
I?
the game.
Ancelotti's got one of them backs with loads of moles on.
Yeah, it's a delicate header from Haaland. I think he needs to score there. Oh no! Don't start all this, for God's sake!
Which football?
What are
manager,
you doing?
Which football manager wouldn't you want to give a back massage?
I wouldn't want to give.
You're a
any
massage.
footballer-
You're a
Sam
masseuse.
Allardyce.
You're a masseuse, yeah. And they rock up. You've got to give them a massage.
I hate other people's bodies. I'm not going anywhere near. I'd be. You know that episode of Friends where Ross ends up giving that old man a massage and he ends up doing it with a mop. That's what I do.
Who's the fat one that used to manage Rotherham? The real fat one, Steve.
Steve Evans,
Steve Evans,
Crawley manager as well.
Oh. They scored a goal in the playoff final once. I forgot who it was, and he was running down. His trousers fell down.
Who would you
I
not?
like it. It's quite endearing.
No, there's no manager that I would want to touch. If you
I've
had
asked
to
you
give,
who you want to touch, by the way.
Lampard.
I was like,
You
who you
surely.
wouldn't you want?
I wouldn't want to give Frank Lampard a massage, mate.
You would. You would.
I'd want to have a pint with him. I'd want to buy him a pint.
If he said
Massages
to you,
If he
his
wants a pint in the Chelsea Pig,
Rory,
I'll buy it for him.
I'll take you out for a pint every Friday night for the next
I'm
year.
not going. I'm not
But I want a
massaging.
massage in return,
For you.
live on YouTube. No, that's what Frank
You,
Lampard
you're
says.
going to buy a pint every Friday.
No,
for a
Frank
year.
Lampard says to Rory,
Jesus.
I'll take you out
Oi.
for a pint.
Oh no, I'm not massaging any man.
You
be
get,
totally
you get
honest.
52 pints a year with Frank Lampard.
I'm not massaging him for that. That makes me a.
Masseuse.
I'm not saying what it makes me.
Masseur.
No, it makes me something else. But I
A
don't.
sports therapist.
No, you're getting paid off doing a job.
No, it makes you a sex
Yeah.
worker, doesn't it?
Just makes you a masseuse. No one said you have to.
No, it makes you a
sock him
sex
Makes
up.
you a sports
No,
therapist.
It makes you a sex worker.
In this story, Frank
I'm not
Lampard.
sex worker.
I'm not saying
Frank
I'm
Lampard's
sexist
not
to Frank
asking for a
Lampard,
happy
am I?
ending.
You're making me a sex
Why
worker.
did you
don't
jump to
want
the
a
happy
happy
ending
ending.
thing?
No, you're making me a sex worker.
I said massage,
No,
man.
you're clearly not
I
going to
don't
make me
even
a
know
sex
you
worker.
could get that from a massage.
Mate, you should have more
I'm
respect.
talking about sports
Yeah.
massage.
No, you're not.
Getting
I don't
knocks out your back.
No, because to give someone a sports massage, you have to be qualified in sports qualifications. I'm not. Therefore, it can only be the only massage that I'm capable of giving is a sexual one.
Oh, Oh,
Obviously.
lucky
I can't give
Mrs. Jennings, eh?
Yeah, exactly. She gets one. She gets one. I'm an excellent masseuse, but I'm not going to use my moves on random men for your amusement.
But you do
It's
love
not
him.
random, then. It's Frank Lampard.
Well, that's random, isn't it?
He's your
Picks him at
greatest ever
random.
player.
Frank Lampard probably needs a massage as well after this.
I think Frank Lampard
He
can
needs a
buy.
lot
I
more
think
than that.
Christine gives him a lovely massage, and I don't need to be
Needs to
stepping on
retire.
her toes.
Rory, people in the chat say if you haven't got a sports qualification, then but you're giving out massages at home. Are you qualified sexually then?
Exactly. Exactly.
Can you get qualified sexually?
Yeah, I'm excellent. Oh, yeah.
I mean, you can't.
I bet there's a
I've got a
You
degree.
don't know anything, huh?
Degree in sex.
Is there a uni in? I bet there's a uni in England where you can get
Sexual studies.
a 3-year degree in sex.
Yeah, I'm excellent at sex.
Isn't that every uni?
Are you?
That's the University of Liverpool, I heard.
I'm definitely like top 1% of the country at sex. I'm definitely.
That's hilarious.
Mate, my moves are unreal. Ask my wife. Ask her.
I'm not going to ask your
Text
wife.
her.
Oh,
Ask
no, I don't want to text. I don't even have a number.
Text her. Ask her. She will tell you. It's true.
What's your top move?
Oh, no, I'm not giving away the secret.
It's
Not
2
telling
minutes.
you.
2 minutes of missionary, and then he rolls over and
No,
reads
no, no,
442 magazine. Innit?
It's not a million miles from the truth.
Top 20 clubs from Brazil. Go on. Give it me. Come on.
Yes! Courtois, man, come on! Ancelotti, get Rudiger on!
What a save, mate.
Does well there, Haaland. See, I'm telling you, Rudiger doesn't get over Rudiger the way like he got over Camavinga there.
Rudiger should
Yeah,
be
you're
in
right.
this team.
What a save that is.
That's
It's Liverpool.
unreal
It's
save.
Liverpool again.
What do you mean?
In the final, how many saves you made?
Oh!
If Real Madrid win this tie,
Courtois.
He's one of the greats.
that
Mate,
save.
do you want to know a terrible? Chelsea got rid of him
De
and
Bruyne.
brought in.
But did he not
No,
want to
but
leave
Chelsea
more?
got rid of whatever, right? But we allowed Courtois to leave, and we replaced Courtois with two of the worst goalkeepers to have ever played for the club. We've replaced one of the best and replaced him with two of the worst. Why are there no Real Madrid fans there, Booth? Isn't that
That's where it
the
should be.
away end?
Yeah, I don't know if they've moved.
Where have they put them?
I don't know.
Boat lickers and BSc honours in shagging.
What?
Yeah, there is a uni, definitely. Give me some unis, lads, that could actually justifiably give you a degree in
No, but
sex.
mate, you can do a degree.
Nottingham
I bet
remember the
there's a dodgy
No,
one.
but you
3-1
can
rule.
do that. You could do a degree in anything. I'm telling you, people are so weird. Like, you know, if you put the word like an ism at the
Yeah.
end of anything,
Yeah.
suddenly becomes an ideology, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like anything.
Yeah.
Anything. Veganism. It's an ideology. I believe in it. It's actually the way I live my life. Yeah. Like anything. You put ISM on the end of any
I'm actually a
any
vegan,
word.
so
You put ISM on the end of any word and it's an ideology
no, I know
that you
what
could
you mean. I
study.
know what you mean.
Roryisms.
Yeah, it's a Rory.
It's an
isn't it?
ideology. You could study it.
Go on. Oh, gotta get out of
Tackle,
feet.
win
quick.
the second. Oh,
Ooh.
God's sake.
Look
Cover
how high
how.
the pitch we are.
It's the whole game's been
I've
played
not seen Edison.
No, I've not seen Edison. Is he even
250,000
there?
plus people
Huh?
are
Keep
in
it simple
the
now, lads.
Roryism cult.
Roryism. Like,
Good
no,
ball.
anything. You just make it an ideology.
Give it. That's it. De Bruyne's on the inside now. Back out. Carl Walker whip it in.
If Vinicius connected then, he would have been in trouble, even though he's...
Oh, no!
Go on! Yeah! Get in, Bernardo Silva! Woo!
I can't believe
Oh, I can't believe it! Get in there!
Just a disaster.
In and out between their left back, centre back. Bernardo Silva gets the ball, he hits it into the roof of the net. Oh,
I just can't believe how outplayed Real Madrid have been for 20 minutes.
oh.
City wins comfortably now. I can't... Real Madrid just haven't woke up. Why is Rudiger not started?
I have no idea.
I don't know. Does he stop that? The movement's
No, he don't
unbelievable.
stop that, but he stopped some of the pressure that's been building.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, should they not have just played like we haven't seen Benzema, have we? Like, if they're going to defend,
Oh,
if they're
such
going
a
to
good
play,
pass,
if
by
they're
the
going to
way.
play so deep, surely you have to have Rudiger play three at the back or something. Like, you can't.
Is that De Bruyne back in? Yeah.
That's
Bernardo.
such a good
Such an
pass.
easy. It's a
scored
good
a big
pass,
goal
but it's
against Bayern
easy.
Munich.
It's so easy though, isn't
Where's
it?
Camavinga
Where's
in it?
Where's Kroos?
Oh, what a finish as well.
Why is Kroos not blocking that pass from De Bruyne? You've got to get closer to him, for God's sake.
Oh,
Could argue the keeper's gone down soft as well.
No, but he's got the pick of where he's going to put the ball.
Yeah.
He's literally looking at the whole goal. He's just going to, like, Courtois has to gamble.
I love football, lads. Come on. Unbelievable.
Real Madrid just ain't turned up. Yeah.
They just have not turned up. They just have not turned up at all. Like Buvey said it seconds before that goal went in. We haven't seen the keeper. Like, we literally haven't. Like, I haven't seen Edison. Not once.
Yeah,
He hasn't touched the ball. He hasn't even played it long or anything. He has not touched the ball. Oh.
And the problem for Madrid now is...
They have to now press.
Yeah.
Although they don't have to, like, nothing's really changed for Madrid because, you know, when it was 0-0, they had to score a goal. Now they have to score a goal. Nothing's changed, really. They shouldn't panic because a chance will come. You know, when you've got players like Modric and Benzema and Rodrigo, whatever.
Well, they won't panic. I mean, they've been here before so many times, but I don't know, man. They're getting past.
They're just getting done in the middle.
Yeah. It's too easy as well.
Again, Tchouaméni, like Tony Kroos. I'm just...
I was really good.
We're playing so well, lads. Honestly, we're playing so well.
Does Tony Kroos do enough as well? Like Kevin De Bruyne is just completely controlling the whole game. You know, playing that pass inside to Bernardo Silva was so easy because nobody was near him. Okay, it was a good pass, but he wasn't put under any pressure at all. Ancelotti's fuming, by the way.
Got a bad back, apparently.
Oh, ref.
As he should
Is that
be.
not foul?
That's not foul. Oh, loving life.
Okay, that's it now. Foot on the ball.
Now we just need... Need
Nothing
to hope
dumb.
Man City bottle it.
They can't from here, though.
Simple.
They can't bottle it. Real Madrid are going to have to
They're getting out of the
force it
pitch,
and
though.
win it.
Here we go. As high as they've been. And then they lose it. That
Modric, just with the little toe poke.
But Bernardo Silva, that's why he started this game ahead of Mahrez, because he's going to get that chance like Mahrez, but he retains the ball. He doesn't get the chance.
He did it in the last round, didn't he?
Yeah,
Remember that bullet header against Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
You're just like, why is he scoring bullet headers? Like, that's not what he's meant to be. Like, you know, for the 100 reasons that Pep Guardiola picks him, there's 100 reasons why you pick him.
Yeah.
Scoring a bullet header against Bayern Munich is not one of them, and yet he does that.
It's a madness.
So good, man.
Just killed him there. Just killed Camavinga.
Oh, God, he's still got a ball.
Killing these lads, mate. That's it. Into Haaland.
Oh, calm down. That nearly gone for a throw-on.
I can't see the TV's facing away from me, lads.
Gone out for a throw-in.
No, that was close. I think
Gone
that's
for a
close.
throw-on,
You think?
mate. It's literally gone for a throw-on.
No, hasn't it?
No, nearly. Might as well have done.
Let's have a look. Oh, that's close.
Throw-in.
Oh. Got to show experience now. Got to be really calm.
No!
It's a beautiful day, lads. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, this is so
It's
disastrous.
just a disastrous day, isn't it?
Just disastrous.
Football's dead.
If they go 2-0 up, I'm going home.
Yeah,
A
same.
3-goal rule. I'm actually employing the 3-goal rule.
Yeah, pass the
I've got a 3-goal rule when I go to football. I'm employing it here. If it's 3 goals in this, I'm leaving. I just can't watch it. I can't be near him either.
Yeah, it's horrendous.
We just leave. We both leave.
Yeah.
We'll go to the pub.
I'll do a monologue.
Down the lens.
Shakespeare.
Starts delivering
King Lear. I'll do
soliloquies
a
down the
King
lens.
Come on. Akanji's playing as a centre
Come on,
back,
Madrid,
left
man.
back.
Don't write Madrid off. Come.
They haven't done anything. It's
I know,
not like
but
it's not
it's
us
okay.
writing them off. They're writing themselves off. They haven't done anything.
That's okay.
Mate, the game is half an hour old. They have not done a thing. They
I want
haven't
this
turned
mug in
up.
Heartbreak Hotel tonight. Come on.
Just
Just relax. I'm happy to be top half in the Premier League, lads. I don't even want to win the Champions League, so
That's
it's a bonus.
this is
no,
tragic.
it's not. I want to be top half in the league.
Your,
mate.
your,
Win it,
your,
little City.
I've won the
your
lottery.
treble is so in jeopardy. So in jeopardy. It's a disaster. It's an absolute disaster.
Go on. Oh, Jack Grealish is killing everyone. Oh, he doesn't get the ball back. Grealish just killed 2 or 3 people. Unbelievable. Grealish is operating at a world-class level. It's absolutely fantastic. Haaland, I want to see him score. I want to see him get a couple of goals. He should have scored already in this fixture.
80% possession for City so far. 80%.
There's a long way to go, but the signs are clear, aren't they?
You know, if it's 0-0, you go, that's what Real Madrid want. You know,
Mm.
to sit in deep. But when you're 1-0 down against City,
But no, I don't think 1-0 is too disastrous. Like 2 is.
no, it's not.
Like 1-0,
We're panicking more than they will be.
everything that Real Madrid needed to do pre-game is all still true now. Like nothing really changes. Although if you're going to do things like that, I'm going to fucking lose my temper.
What's it like? Just doing idiotic things.
Just keep it simple.
We
please.
just need
please.
red card.
Where's Gareth Barry when you need it?
He's something
I'm desperate
mad.
for Gareth Barry.
Keep
Come on,
it
in.
Desperate for Gareth Barry when you're watching Bernardo Silva and Kevin De Bruyne
Yeah.
stroke the ball around.
Desperate for Gareth Barry to keep it tight. All right, keep it simple. Play it square. Okay,
Carvajal, yeah, I'm telling you, he's no good.
he's a melt. Oh, Oh, mate, look at this guy. He's a grown-up guy. He's grown up.
He's a grown-up guy.
He wears big boy
He's an
shoes.
adult. He's an adult.
He's sized, what, 9 men's?
I might take up rugby, you know.
Why?
Football's dead out, bruv.
No, you don't do rugby.
You got
Ref for foul.
mugs
foul.
like... That's a foul.
How is that a foul?
Mugs
I mean,
like City
Can't not be a
fucking
foul.
cheating.
So depressing. Like, it's just depressing for football.
Where's them
You
100
guys are
charges
overplaying.
at,
No,
man?
no,
Every
you guys are
football
overplaying
fan,
it.
every
You guys are
football fan
overplaying
is so depressed at the moment.
No,
you know that. Every true football person is looking
Nah,
at this
they're not.
No,
depressed.
you're overplaying it.
A
Like
lot of
it's
football
reverse
fans,
psychology for
Liverpool
these two.
fans, Arsenal fans, all that, they want
Liverpool
City
fans
to
don't.
win
Why
the
would
treble.
Liverpool
I'm
fans
not
want Liverpool
confident.
fans
I'm
want
not
this?
confident.
because it kills United.
Nah,
treble.
Liverpool fans do not want this. No way do they want Man City to win this game. Absolutely
Oh,
not.
won the ball high. Give it Haaland now. Is Haaland through? Oh, he's just overplayed the pass to Haaland. We're winning the ball high up the pitch.
I'll tell you who's happy now. There are two sets of fans that are happy now.
What's happening?
Barcelona fans and Man City fans. And that's it. In the whole world.
Atletico.
Yeah.
PSV fans.
I hope
But
We need
Atletico
a
fans
red
won't like
card, man.
Guardiola.
that's what I
That's
was
true,
hoping.
yeah.
Has Haaland done something to him?
No.
Yeah,
See,
that's
that's
a
what-
red
Send
card.
him off.
That's what stops a
That's a
game.
red card. He
Poor
pushed him.
refereeing. But this ref.
Lost his temper
I
and
said
pushed
it at
him
the
over.
start of the stream. I love this ref. Shout out to you, mate. What's his name again?
He's attacked him again there, Haaland has.
Yeah, he's attacked him. Get him off.
Twice.
Simon. Shout out to you, Simon. Sorry, I forgot, mate. I forgot.
Sully
Simon.
Simon.
You love him so much you forgot his name.
I just forgot the heat of the moment.
forgot.
My side's in the Champions League semi-final, mate. Yeah, Marcenac. I'm just going first name basis. What? I think he's the best ref I've ever seen in my life. For me. Simon Marcenac. Carl's been good today.
Stop talking about these players like they're your friends. Kyle. Not your friend. Go on, son.
Oh, no. Just smash him.
Foul.
Oh, goal! Look at that from Carl Walker's
was-
got back at Vinicius there.
Really good.
I didn't know he had that pace in him.
You knew
I
it.
don't think
That's the-
Vinicius did either. I think Vinicius tried to play it for a foul. Cut across him.
We already know Buvey's not a good judge of pace.
Yeah.
What are you on about? He just outpaced Vinicius. Everyone could tell you that, mate.
Is your Mudryk comment, I think.
Well, that still holds true.
Ah,
It's actually
this is
depressing.
painful. Just
But
painful.
look how many we've got: 4 up front, 2 in midfield. We're playing 6 in their half.
I ain't doing the Champions League final.
I'm not doing this. I'll do it.
I'm not even
I'll
here,
turn
lads.
up.
You
if
two
Inter
have
go
to show
2-0
up. I'm
up.
not even here.
Can Super 6 send us to the playoffs instead?
Are you really not here for the Champions League?
No, not here.
Where are you?
I'm abroad.
Where?
Not in this country.
Are you in Istanbul?
I don't know. Who knows? I'm not sure yet.
Oh no,
I'm not
you
sure.
can't be in
I'm not
Istanbul
sure.
because you've obviously booked it off.
Oh, that's a ball. That's a ball out of nowhere. That's a moment of quality from Rodrigo, I think it was. Played it around the corner to Benzema. He could have scored that. He could have got onto that.
That was just
That was a real chance.
a little bit too much on that.
But you can do it. You can get around the 3 centre-backs for City. There is a lack of mobility from Diaz and Akanji. But that's it. That's about it. You know what I mean?
Do you think this would be a good idea? You know how Vinicius is such a threat, right? So pacey, such a good player. And obviously he would favour playing on the left-hand side. But Kyle Walker's there. Would it be worth swapping him to the other wing from a Madrid perspective? Like, you know, if Kyle Walker's got him sewn up, surely you try him on the other side.
Well, our weakness is Akanji. He's a centre-back playing on his
That's
weak
what I'm
foot
saying.
at left-back.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
do,
you're
you-
right.
do you think that Vinicius should have a go on the other side?
The only thing I'd say is I know people often talk about that, but I saw Leao do it for AC Milan yesterday. He ended up nowhere. He didn't have enough time on the right or the left, and then he played down the middle with Giroud, and it just didn't work either way. So it's hard. Sometimes you just float about and not get the ball.
Get out there. Get out. Yes.
We've got a corner.
Like, do you think that, like, basically,
it's
if
a
Kyle
corner.
Walker's got him sewn up, if Kyle Walker has got Vinicius Junior sewn up, surely you've got to utilise Vinicius Junior better. Maybe you give him a go on the other side, get him running at Akanji.
Nah, Walker will win some of the battles, but Vinny will win enough to justify keeping him there.
But imagine how many he'd win on the other side when he's not against one of the best players to have ever played in the position.
There's 3 clear at the back post for Real Madrid. A bit worrying.
Oh,
Have
that's
to be
not bad.
sharp now. Not too emotional. Just keep it boring.
Tony Cruz has just twatted the bar.
No! What a ping from Tony Cruz. That is a heartbreaker.
I think he was always not kind of.
Mate, there's a moment where he
It's hit the
saved
post,
it.
but
Is he saved
He's
it?
touched it. Yeah, he's touched it. Yeah, that's a save.
Nah, it's not.
He's touched it.
It's not a save.
It is a save.
It's not a save.
If you touch onto the bar, it's
He
a save,
hasn't
isn't it?
touched it. That's why it's not a save.
He did touch it, mate. I think you missed it. No, but he has. I think you missed the camera angle.
Tony Cruz, that was a pinger, man.
Am I wrong? I thought he touched it.
I thought he
Either
touched
way,
it. I thought he touched it, Boo.
you didn't touch it. Oh, fair enough. Ugh.
Come on, Madrid!
It's annoying. It's a bit of a warning sign.
But there's a few. Last couple of minutes have been promising.
Yeah,
You just know
corner.
these twats are going to go up the other end.
No, they're not. They're not.
That's it. Look at that.
See, this.
Rodri plays John Stones. He's got the freedom
See,
of the midfield.
where's Tony Cruz?
That's so poor from John Stones. He got a little bit of a nosebleed there as a centre back going high up. He was running with the ball into the Real Madrid.
Yeah, he panicked. Yeah, he panicked.
It's hard.
Yeah, no, it's
I think
intimidating.
His best
but
thing
he
is
panicked.
he gets fired and then he just, all right, I'm going to play it square.
Simple ball to
Play
De
it
Bruyne.
square.
Win it and give it to someone better
But to
than
see,
you.
we're seeing an English centre back progress the ball into Real Madrid's half.
He did
in a
just
Champions League
booted it out of
semi-final.
play, mate. He literally just booted it
No,
out of
but
play.
the fact he's even doing it, he's trusted to do that role is incredible.
Yeah, but he didn't do it.
Philip Lahm was trusted to do that role for Bayern Munich. I mean, these are serious footballers that are trusted to do it.
No, I rate Stones, but he did just boot it out of play.
Yeah, but apart from that, he's been fantastic.
You're not calling him John.
Yeah.
No.
Johnny boy.
Johnny boy. Look how much space.
No,
Grealish has got.
between Borough and Coventry as well. If City score
Oh,
again,
no.
Go on. Oh,
we'll put that on.
Oh, my God.
Oh, get in there! Another Bernardo goal. It's 2-0 City.
Put that on.
Oh, we're getting into the Champions League final, lads. I can't believe it.
Put Borough and Coventry on, please. I am watching this mess. Most plastic hub of all going to win it.
Can't believe it.
Curly
Can't
Watts
believe
loving
it.
bastards.
Oh, it's unbelievable, lads.
Yeah,
I can't believe it.
This is a Rapski. It was going to go one of two ways. Really tight and Real Madrid score a late goal. Or City just batter him.
Mate, they are so poor defensively tonight. Look how much space Grealish has got. He drives into the box.
You got people queuing up for shots.
Is that
on the
Ilkay
edge. Look at
Gundogan?
this.
And then,
Look what's
and then
Modric
a
doing.
free header.
Such precision
I mean,
on the
he's
header.
got-
Look, he really picks his spot. Watch, because there's a man on the line.
He's got all the time in the world, though. Like, Modric is not
But
putting
look,
any pressure
he
on
really
him.
just it's like a lovely little cushion header, isn't it? Look, the perfect height.
He's a clutch player. And we saw Gundogan do it against Everton. We're seeing so many players for City arrive at the right moment in the
Madrid
season.
fans then and the City fans. You see that?
Too good.
God,
Loads of people celebrating them two just stood there. Like,
God, this is major.
just after Cruz hits the.
Hits the bar.
Could have changed the game. But why are they so defensively frail? I don't get it. A big thing for me, Tchouaméni surely would be kind of
Tchouaméni
protecting
in the
that
middle.
midfield.
I know.
Tchouaméni don't play a lot. The biggest omissions.
Rudiger. Just doesn't make
But their
sense.
midfield's
But
like
Modric
their midfield's
just
like
not
though.
even tracking his running.
Exactly.
No,
Their
but
midfield needs physicality.
Cruz did nothing, did he? But on both goals, Tony Cruz, central midfielder, is just not there. Just not there. Like,
I think City will score again, but if this does say it's 2-0 and Madrid get the next goal, like second half,
forget
put a
it.
bit of pressure
Forget
on
it,
them,
mate.
I think it's over.
I got told last week that Bernardo doesn't score big goals in European
said
By
competition.
who?
I'm not naming names, but I got
No
told
one
by-
here said that.
Like, no, not
I
on
would-
not
I
at this
would have
table.
never said
on
that.
a different in a different media
No,
company.
I was going to say, because I do
Oh,
Bernardo
yeah.
Silva is
I
a
always
big game
back-
player.
Did you
Bernardo
not just
Silva.
go? Did you not just go? He scored against Bayern Munich.
Yeah, I
mate?
did. Yeah, but I just have to flag that. Bernardo doesn't get the credit.
Do I know
in
the person?
Maybe, but
Give me a clue.
no.
I want to play the game. Give me a clue.
Begins PSV. Okay, it's PSV.
Give me a clue. Give me a clue.
No.
Give me a clue. Why not?
No.
Why? Say it with your
It's
chest.
not-
Say it with your chest.
I
but
want
don't
to
say
talk
it.
about Man City.
No, you brought it
I
up.
want to talk about Man City.
You brought it up. We're talking about Man City.
I'm just saying that there are people out there that don't back Bernardo Silva.
Who?
In
I
European
don't believe. I don't
competition.
think they exist. Either tell me or they don't exist.
I'm not saying.
Then they don't exist.
You try to trip me up on live.
Have you
That's
looked-
not
you,
tripping
you like you like tripping me up on
How's
live.
that tripping you
No,
up?
you like tripping me up on live.
You brought it up. It's your words. You've literally telling the story by half.
There's a vague group of people that don't
How's
back
that a foul?
Bernardo Silva.
Rodrigo just got fouled and the foul's been given the other way. What the?
Well, why is he
What, for
arguing
Man
with
City?
Gundogan then?
I'll take that.
Surely Gundogan is protesting.
Because City had the ball, so if you're going to give the foul to City, there's no point because they were playing on. They had clear advantage. That's why I thought it was a Madrid one. Because as the ball got played on, it looked like one of the City players just stepped across Rodrigo. Anyway, who was it, Booth?
Why do you care? What's the Middlesbrough score? 0-0?
Fuck off.
Still 0-0. Luton are winning that, by the way. Luton are getting promoted, lads. They're the best side. They're the best side left in it by a country mile.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Luton in the Premiership next season, and City Champions League holders.
We need International to come through, man. Inter, please.
Please,
Save me.
please, please, Inter Milan.
Did you see Snyder and the Inter Milan fans last night?
What did you just call him?
Snyder. How'd you say it? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah.
Who's he talking about? Wesley Snyder?
Where's his Snyder?
He's called
Snyder. Snyder. What was he with?
All right, lads.
Was he with the fans?
Yeah, he was in with fans with
That's
someone else.
And with
What,
Marco
with-
Materazzi.
What with
Was it
Materazzi?
Materazzi?
Yeah.
What like in their curver
In the
curver bit?
normal seats, yeah.
Got it. Yeah, he should have won Ballon d'Or that year, that 2010.
Oh. He was unbelievable, wasn't he?
I don't
Yeah.
think I've ever heard anyone pronounce the J in his name.
Snyder. Snyder.
He's such a good player, man.
That's how you do say it in Dutch, though. In Dutch. Snyder.
You don't.
Lads, you know nothing about Dutch football. You couldn't even name me PSV. And now you're going on, and now Adam's crying because he's got nothing else to talk about because his dead clubs in the Europa League got banged in the Europa League. So he's laughing about my pronunciation of Snyder.
What does PSV stand for then, dickhead?
Huh? What? I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm watching my club in the Champions League semi-final. You're boring the stream out. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Oh, we're all over them.
Snyder.
All right, I'm just popping to the toilet. Oh, come on.
This is over.
It's over. It is so over.
I love football.
There's a nice gap there.
Just tucking in for Rory so you can get out. It's on a wide, mate.
Oh, this is
It's
depressing.
on a wide. It's on a wide.
Is there any hope? There's no hope here, isn't it? Are you,
Next goal, Real
Buvey,
Madrid, maybe.
when you're the fan of the club, you never feel it's as comfortable as everyone else? Are you still nervous or are they gone?
If they score the next goal a little bit, if they change massively, but it's not even about the scoreline, it's about how they're performing, Real Madrid. They're so open, and we're going up again. We're in their half again. It's been 41 minutes of domination. Have you seen a Champions League semi-final this one-sided in this way?
Not since I think we played Schalke and battered them.
Yeah. But then you're talking about Schalke. Do you know what I mean? I can't think of
Not from
even Real Madrid. Have they been battered in this way in a Champions League semi-final before? It's not finished, of course not, but it's incredible how we're playing.
Yeah, they're playing really badly. And you know,
Why is that? I just
what
don't
was
get
this?
it.
What did they do to you last time? You were, what was it? 2-0 up, and they scored 2 late on or something.
3-1 the Etihad, then it was 4-3 by the end of it, and then they beat us 6-5 in total. I think. 2 last-minute goals. But I think there's an energy with the City 11 that they want to kind of make amends for that for last season. They want to kind of correct.
Yeah, I think
what
those
happened.
experiences have helped this team now because they've been to a final, lost it. They've been in semis against this team, and you know.
Do you know what I want though? Like, if we do get to the Champions League final, if I'm lucky enough to say that, I don't want us to make massive changes in the Premier League. We've got Chelsea and Brentford and Brighton. But the reason we got into the Champions League final against Chelsea, I thought we were a bit flat. Too many changes. Got to keep the side fresh and fit. Do you know what I mean? Going.
They're just giving the ball away here, left, right, and centre. Look at them.
Go on.
They've shit the bed, man. They've absolutely shit the bed.
Carl Walker on the overlap. Give it to him. Give it. Bernardo Silva on a hat trick here. He's on a hat trick. What am I on about? It's crazy. Oh, he's give it. It's poor ball from De Bruyne. Very keen to see what people are saying in the chat. If there's any interesting chats.
Let's have a look.
I think people are probably hating the fact we're doing so well. But even if you're a Man United fan, Liverpool fan, Arsenal fan, you have to admit we're playing well, even if you don't like it. I mean, we're playing very well.
For a kind of to gauge how the chat are feeling, HMZMH, maybe that's Hamza, I don't know, says, congrats, it's only taken you a couple decades, sugar daddy billions and endless FFP breaches to match United's feet and still be many trophies behind. So that's how the chat feel about you.
Yeah, thanks for picking that one, mate. I was more interested in the kind of holistic approach of football and the beautiful football we're seeing on the pitch. Obviously, you went down the legal kind of nitty-gritty route.
No, I'm just
But
reading
that's a testament to your character.
It's a super chat. You got to read it.
Fair enough. And to the lad's character there at
Super
home.
chat, mate. Got to read it.
I still think there's a massive argument. Okay, there's a lot of money in this squad, but to get them playing like this, to get them incentivized to win 3 in a row, it's incredible.
We've got another super chat here. It says Ty chokes on DT's what?
Leave Ty alone. He's had enough. Poor guy.
It's one of the greatest things ever on YouTube, by the way. You don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Super chat. Got to read it out.
There was a summer, wasn't there, with AFTV, a golden summer after COVID, where some of the highlights were because they're all sat in rows of chairs, weren't they? Do you remember that?
You know what?
When Lacazette scored against Spurs, do you remember that?
My God.
Ooh. Go on. They're knocking it around for fun here. Kanji's having a shot. Oh, we're having a laugh.
I've never been that. You know how everyone after every time Arsenal win and they go, AFTV time. I've never been that guy.
I have.
It's just rinse and repeat from 5 years ago. Like they're just the same. Arsenal fans are always the same.
Yeah.
Like how can you be angry every week
No.
and be the same level of angry every week?
What I do, mate, if you're ever a bit depressed or anything with life, and I hope you're not, I do Bayern Munich when they smashed Arsenal. I do when they lost to Spurs last couple of games of the season. Rewatch those while you're having a bath on AFTV. It just lightens the mood.
I've got a few games.
You lie there naked watching Robbie. What?
No, I might
You
have
said
a
it.
bath and a full thing. Who knows?
What? You have a bath fully dressed?
I might be in a
Have you got a
bathing
game
suit.
of football? Have you got a game of football that you turn to half time? Have you got a game of football that you turn to when things aren't going? Well, do you know what I'll watch? You know, if Chelsea beat Tottenham 4-0 twice in 3 days. When things aren't going well, I just watch those 2 games. I just watch all the goals. Just watch Jimmy Floyd-Hasselbank scoring a hat-trick.
Yeah. I've got a few games like that. One of them is an FA Cup win that we had at Villa Park. We were 2-0 down. Schmeichel was in goal for Villa. And Van Nistelrooy come off the bench and scored.
Yeah, it's half time, by the way. Just so everyone knows.
Half time, 2-0 to Manchester City.
Bernardo Silva, both.
In my
goals,
opinion,
man.
this game is over. But you can never write Real Madrid off, especially in the Champions League. It's their competition. 45 minutes to go. Rory, half time. Before we get into a little half time debate that we've got coming up, Rory, what's your thoughts on that first half?
I mean, City have been sensational, haven't they? Annoyingly good. Just a dazzling performance from that man, Bernardo Silva, again. I keep talking about him in regards to a Ballon d'Or, and I think he's certainly in contention. I think he's superb. Annoyingly, Real Madrid just haven't turned up. You know, Real Madrid, I think Man City are a better team, but Real Madrid are better than this performance. They've offered nothing. They just have not been present. So unless something changes, we are all desperate that Internazionale are going to save football. But I've got a bad feeling that it's actually going to happen. I've actually got a bad feeling that the treble's going to happen.
No, I think this game decides if it happens.
Well, you've got a say in it.
We've got a say in it, but I just think if they've got their eyes on the prize, the one thing that could do them and scupper them against us in Wembley is the expectation of it. You know, that, oh my God, now we can do it. Maybe that, and you know, the reason the treble's so hard to do is things happen in cups along the way. A red card, an unlucky penalty. You know, anything can happen in a game. So that's our one hope. But I think if they win this, unfortunately, they win the treble. And my nightmare will be me getting to watch it unfold at Wembley.
Not good. We also have to let you know that we have partnered with Super 6. We are delighted to have partnered with Super 6. And there are some big games this weekend. We have already got our predictions in. And now, if you don't know what Super 6 is, it's a fantastic app. It's totally free for you to play. And if you predict 6 scorelines correctly, you will win £250,000. We have our own league. There's 6,000 OGs who watch the club in this league. Us lads are in there as well. And if you finish top of our league, you get £100 to spend at Classic Football Shirts every single round of fixtures. So this round of fixtures is now live. We've got Bournemouth versus Manchester United. We've got Liverpool versus Aston Villa. We've got Fulham versus Crystal Palace. Forest versus Arsenal. West Ham United versus Leeds. And Man City versus Chelsea. If you predict the scoreline of those 6 games correctly, £250,000 will be yours if you download the Super 6 app and join Club S
And we nearly had one this weekend, didn't we? It came down to the Arsenal-Brighton game.
He needed
which was
Arsenal
0-0
to win the
at
game
half-time.
2-1, right?
It was incredible.
He needed
There was a
Arsenal to win the game 2-1.
But unfortunately, Brighton came through. So it is doable. It's not, difficult. And it's already happened 3 times this season. And maybe you could be the 4th. So get involved. It's free to play. And you could win £250,000. Now, we're going to have a little chat while we wait for the second half. And we're going to be talking about Toney, whatever you want to call him. He's received an 8-month ban for betting breaches, as it's quoted by the FA. And he will now be out for 8 months from now. Part of his punishment means he cannot train or take part in any footballing activities for the next 4 months, which is astonishing as well. I've got my opinions on it, which I'll give you guys in a bit. But what are you thinking about this punishment?
I think firstly, the ban will be reduced. I don't see him serving that length of ban for this offence. So I imagine that will be reduced. I think everybody knew this was coming. That's probably why nobody signed him. I think that may explain slightly why Gareth Southgate's been resistant.
Southgate did pick him.
He picked him. He picked him once and then he didn't play him.
Yeah.
Remember, he took him to Italy and didn't play him. He also left him out of a squad when he clearly deserved to be in it. Do you remember? It was just actually before Toney answered the fact that he didn't make Southgate's squad. I think it might have been the squad for the World Cup, in fact. He then went away to City and
he scored a hat-trick.
And beat City, yeah. So he answered the omission from the squad very well. Look, I mean, this is what happens. These are the rules, aren't they? Ultimately, he's going to miss. What will it work out as? It will work out as.
Well, he'll have 2 months, which is the summer
season
break.
off. So it's going to be about 15 games, right?
He can't take part in pre-season training.
No,
which is just astonishing. Can't take part in behind closed doors games. Do you remember United got fined? Remember when Cantona got suspended for something completely different? But he was suspended from footballing activities as well. And we did a behind closed doors friendly at Carrington or where at Cliff or wherever it was then. And we got fined for it. And it's like,
what, because he played?
So they can't even keep warm, keep fit or anything. I just find it's really astonishing. And for me, look, if it was match fixing, which if it was, I'm sure it would be coming out. It wouldn't be called betting breaches. It'd be called match fixing. If it was match fixing and he was betting on things such as him getting booked or Brentford losing and then scoring own goals and, daft stuff like that, then I kind of understand it. In fact, I have no qualms with it. Ban him for longer if that's the case and people are cheating and bending the rules and all these kind of things. But for me, he wears betting sponsors on his shirt every single week. Football has a relationship with gambling companies, which is a massive one. Takes a lot of money from it. The gambling, maybe, bookies and stuff like that keep a lot of money going into football. And fair enough. But you can't take all of that money from them. And then when one of the people that you use as your poster boys to promote gambling partakes in gambling, you then have a huge issue with it. I understand there's issues around,
but
potential bribery, fixing,
gamble,
all those. Yeah, but
on
is it what I believe there should be context given. He's probably bet on had a few accumulators on or something. Probably doesn't even include Brentford or England or whoever.
But was it? It was 200.
But that could be. Again, I'm speaking about. I haven't read it inside and out, and I haven't seen all the evidence. But for all we know, he could have put 40 bets on, which had 5 teams in each accumulator.
Yeah,
and that counts as 200 counts of bet. You know what I mean? I
think you're right. I think the big thing the biggest issue is that obviously Premier League clubs are trying to make a statement. They're obviously dropping gambling sponsors from their shirts in 2025-2026 season. And actually the issue of gambling in this country is chronic. It's massive. People are struggling up and down the country, especially in the cost of living crisis. Not to get too political, but gambling is a major problem in this country. That is just the reality of it. And Ivan Toney has, breached these kind of personal rules that you've got to have as a footballer, for me.
Yeah. I mean, look, I just think it's mad. I just think it's genuinely mad. And I think the punishment does not fit the crime. And when you look at some of the things that we've seen in football, I'm going to go back a little bit now. Ben Thatcher elbowing Pedro Mendes. Racism incidents that we've seen, high-profile racing incidents with the captain of England. All these guys got punished less than this geezer for putting an accumulator on. Like it just baffles me. It genuinely does.
But he's a footballer. He's got responsibility.
Make your mind up. Do you want the money from them or not?
That's all I'd say. He is a footballer. He's got more responsibility than the average person.
Maybe he's got an issue then.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that.
All I'm trying to say is, I think ultimately Ivan Toney has got a duty of care as a footballer, and he has breached rules. I think the FA. All I'm trying to say is the FA are just trying to make the best possible case against that. Is that fair? I don't know.
We've got a super chat which says from Danny Shields. He says Trippier got 8 weeks for 7 charges. Toney has 232 admitted charges, not getting reduced. So this was a response to your point that it may get reduced. Trippier's charges weren't even for his own bet. So Trippier told a friend of his about a transfer, which went ahead, and his friend bet on it. So yeah, I just think it's unfair, to be totally honest with you. I think it's a disgraceful decision, and I think the punishment doesn't fit the crime. If he was betting on himself and he was betting on his own team and he was fixing games and sticking. Have you seen that goal kick that a keeper takes and he sends it out for a corner straight away? And it's like, it's so obvious what's going on there. If he's not done that, I just think it's a little bit harsh.
Yeah, you're not, as a footballer, you live a really privileged life. You get so many benefits. One of the things that you have to abide by is not gambling on football. He's gambled on football on 200 different occasions. Like, I don't understand it's broke the rules, and now he's got punished off the back of breaking those rules. It's life, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just heavy.
The no training doesn't make crazy, isn't it? No training. Will they find a way? The
punishment doesn't make sense.
Will he train in a different country? Is that
that's where
solo training maybe?
If he got banned for 3 games or something,
so he can't pass a ball to someone legally.
I could probably take it
to another professional part of a club.
Yeah,
pass it to you and me. He couldn't pass
a coach.
He couldn't.
I'll play with him. But no, but you'll need a coach then, won't you? You won't be able to play against professionals for.
Will he be able to play with us on May the 25th?
I don't understand. Yeah,
missing a striker, aren't we? Unfortunately,
that doesn't make sense to me. Not being able to keep fit for when you can come back.
What are you trying to say to him? Like, trying to ruin his career almost. You have to. That's like 8 months of not training at the highest level.
I think he can train after a certain point. I think it's 4 months.
Just after 4 months.
Maybe they've gone heavy, and as you say, they can reduce it back a little bit.
I think after 4 months he can resume training.
Although
I suppose that will be during the summer as well, so people will be off anyway.
It's too heavy. The punishment. He's not going to play football till January.
But I think they're using him, and then they're thinking of all the players that, don't forget, there's a lot of League 2, League 1 players that aren't on millions a year, and they might, it stops that kind of temptation, doesn't it? It is a catalyst for that not happening in the future. Hopefully, that's what I think they're thinking anyway. But it's a shame for him. Does it affect his move in the summer?
I think it stinks.
Chelsea linked, Man United.
I think
linked.
It helps Brentford because they can just keep him then.
Although in a way, I think it makes the transfer a lot more palatable to Brentford, who go for Brentford to live without their centre forward for 20 games next season. It's hard, but for a club like Chelsea or Man City or whatever, it's easier to manage. Like Chelsea, in theory, and Nkunku's coming in, Kai Havertz is already at the club, Lukaku's still a Chelsea player. If Chelsea wanted to sign Toney and then say to presumably Mauricio Pochettino, in January you're going to have access to Ivan Toney, but not for the moment, Chelsea will still be able to play all right. Whereas if Brentford don't, Brentford are going to have to sign someone else, the finances are very different.
That's true.
Any club that wants to sign Toney is going to try and get him at a knockdown rate.
Yeah, but they would.
Why would Brentford accept a knockdown rate?
Because
they could keep Toney for this season, keep him until the end of the season, get an inflated rate, and have
because they've got to live without him. They've got to live without him for 6 months.
Yeah, but anyone who's going to have
they have to buy someone for 6 months.
But they still could have him for 6 months. Like, if they sell him, what my point is here, if they sell him to Chelsea for 40 million, because it's a knockdown price, him being at the club at Brentford for those 6 months between January and June or whatever it is, May, 5 months, is more important, is worth more than 40 million to them, is the point I'm trying to make. In terms of points and things like that.
Maybe. It's how they manage without him. The point I'm making, though, is how they manage without him. Chelsea could manage without... If Ivan Toney was a Chelsea player, Chelsea can manage without him.
I wouldn't be surprised to see this. Chelsea go, we've got this striker, take him in the summer now.
Yeah.
And we'll give you 20 million on top. And
I mean, I'd love
that would be a good deal to do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'd love to sign.
Take Wout Weghorst Oh shit, it's Burnley.
But
Harry Maguire,
You don't start for Burnley. I forgot they're in the league. No, I don't want to. But Wout Weghorst, you don't start for Burnley, lads. Let's move on.
He doesn't. He doesn't start very well.
Has he scored a goal yet?
He scored just against Forest in the cup. That's it.
They're a big club for us. Hard away day.
And Bristol, I think he scored against.
Bristol. He didn't.
Play Bristol?
No.
Who did we play in the cup he scored against? I'll find out. You carry on. It's 0-0 between Borough and Coventry. It seems as these two lads don't want to speak next to me.
Well, Roy hasn't spoken about 5 minutes, the kid.
I literally just said you use that carry on and just...
where's the chocolate?
I'm depressed. I'm deflated.
Honestly, it's over there if you want it. Do you want to go get it? I don't want it.
Where is it?
I don't want it.
Where is it?
It's over there on the
You
table.
got up and you just didn't
I
bring
forgot.
it
I couldn't find it, and people were rushing me and all that.
am I
I
gonna-
hate being rushed.
I'm not rushing. Nobody rushed you.
I'm getting rushed all the time.
So
I don't
where
like
is
relax.
it? What is it?
It's over there. It's a Milky Bar.
Ooh.
No, Milky Way. Milky Way.
Oh, less good.
Yeah. Oh, well, you don't have it then.
The Milky Bar.
It's
kid
somewhere by my stuff over there.
He scored
Have a look.
against... Not Charlton.
I've got a protein shake here, lads. It's absolutely beautiful. Not going to cover the branding, but here we go. Look at that. Absolutely. Oh, no, I'm showing they're advertising here. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. I've got a beautiful recipe at home. If you want it, follow me on Twitter and I'll give you my recipe.
For what?
Protein shake, mate. It's beautiful.
Whack a bit of whey in. Is it not as simple as that?
No, it's magic, mate.
No.
Magic formula.
Hard
is
to
she on
believe
board?
it's not skulls.
Oh, it's
Magic.
Oh, what's that?
The second half's about to get underway. I'm so sad, guys. I can't lie.
Love it.
It's all
And-
congealed. No, Adam, do you want it?
No.
I don't want
thank
sugar,
you.
bro.
No, I'm good. I'm good.
You finish it, please.
I don't want
bro. Please,
chocolate in
please.
my mouth.
I've
I
one
know.
more little bit, but
I can't do it. I'm
And
trying to
if all
reduce my
three of
sugar
us are
intake.
eating and drinking on the show at the same time, I mean, it's just a bit of a shambles. Isn't
It's a bit embarrassing. Sorry,
I can't
lads.
believe here. I'm the one with most heartbreak here out of us three, and you just left me alone talking, dying.
it's
for the last
equal
10 minutes.
heartbreak.
No, it's not.
I'm truly upset. I think football
Second
is upset.
half.
That's why I'm
Come
upset.
on.
I'm upset on behalf of football, the game, the beautiful game that we love. Will never be the same again. It will never recover from this.
What do you mean?
Oh, to be fair,
What do you mean?
we'll recover a week after the Champions League final because everyone will forget about it and not give.
They won't. This changes
This is
football.
one of the
You
greatest
don't
sides to ever
This
come out of this
changes
country,
football
Adam.
forever.
City don't count.
It's one of the greatest sides. No, I can't.
Put it over there.
No,
Nick.
no.
Nothing
I'm
City
throwing it
does
over.
counts.
Football has changed forever.
Nothing they do counts.
It counts.
It's all.
Does count. We're one of the greatest sides to ever come out of this country.
I mean, you know what
all
happens
nothing.
next? Newcastle do it.
It's all nothing.
It's not.
Just because United don't do something, don't mean the rest of football don't exist.
No, but this is
It's not all about
the
United.
most plastic thing. you can
United fans
Like
have
if
got main
PSG
character
won-
syndrome.
get. PSG win the
Definitely.
Champions League, we all go.
No, it's not. It's completely
All right,
different.
who
It's completely
cares?
different. We're one of the oldest countries in
Two
the country.
Tin Pot
No.
clubs.
You're missing English football history. Then you have no understanding of the history of this
Tin
football
Pot
club
club.
or English football.
Use that should be.
We were founded
scrapping it
over
out with
140
Gillingham and
years
them,
ago.
like.
We
You
were
shouldn't
found,
be
we've
playing
been,
Real
we've been a
Madrid right
club 140
You
years
are.
ago.
Remember that.
See, okay, you have no respect for English
Do you
football.
remember that
You have
chap
no
that won
respect
the
for English
lottery
football.
and then he lost it like about 2 years
Michael
later?
Carroll.
And he had loads of sovereigns
Yeah.
on. He spent
Yeah.
all his money.
Glasgow
out in the
Rangers
shoot.
walking about flicking
Yeah.
the V's at everyone.
That's Man City. You are
Well, it's
him.
not, because
you don't deserve
14 years later, we're still being successful. 14 years later.
All he's got left is a jacuzzi.
it. Yeah, but Pep is part of that. When he goes,
Is it?
So-
Is it really?
hopefully.
What about Mancini? What about Pellegrini?
He won't win you the treble, Mancini.
He won a Premier League against you lot.
Yeah. And then
Was Mancini Aguero?
do you know what's going to happen? De Zerbi's going to go there. Have you seen how Pep Guardiola's already speaking about De Zerbi? He said that he's already influencing him. That's what he's saying about. That's what Guardiola is saying about De Zerbi.
Nah, but you know
He's
sometimes
amazing.
Pep Guardiola blows smoke up these geezers' arse.
Like he did to Arteta.
Romps them.
You're right. Yeah.
Box them up. Bro.
Mm.
I'm coming to go, yeah.
He's probably because we still got to play Brighton. That's
Their
interesting.
football is amazing. Amazing.
That's really interesting. Yeah, because we
It's
actually
so
play them,
good,
don't we?
and the way they play. Actually, I was in training the other day just copying what they were doing.
That's what he
actually.
said, basically.
And yeah, I just find it amazing. Then 6-0 City. it's like,
Yeah.
But you know this inverted fullback thing. Liverpool did it against Leicester recently. Like,
Yeah.
everyone's doing it now.
No, but there's a few things that's happened. We've got all that playing out from the backs, Guardiola. You know, like the
Cruyff, but
goalie having to be good with his feet. I'm
that's
sure
Guardiola. I
That's
wouldn't say
Guardiola.
playing out from the
Nobody
back,
ever used to say that. Like even
in this way, it
even
is.
just a few years ago, even just when it was Petr Cech and whatever, nobody was going. But what's his distribution like?
Yeah.
It just wasn't even a question.
Oh, that's much better. Yeah, the difference with Guardiola is he says to the keeper, even if you make a mistake, you still play out from the back again and again. It's not to say Rio Ferdinand back in the day couldn't play out from the back. But
No, but a lot of the
Guardiola
goalies,
says you have to keep doing
a lot of goalies then couldn't. Like Petr Cech, for example,
Not good.
was he's left-footed, but so one-footed.
Yeah.
You know, like, and he'd go long. He'd look for Drogba. He'd look for Drogba every time. Drogba wins it, brings it down, or flicks it onto Arjen Robben. That was our ploy.
Does that style of football get blown away against a City side like this?
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
but what you've got to bear in mind,
this
you know,
style
when
of-
people make these comparisons and they go, oh, well, that team from 05 or that team from 99 wouldn't be able to play the style of play that's played. But then they would be brought up in modern times with modern training, with modern coaches, and they would those. It's like then turn around and going, would the players in City's team now be able to survive in 98, 99 when it's more about being individualistic and you haven't got the benefit of the team all being coached onto the same level and all this. Mate, it's not happening. Nothing's happening. It's over. This is over.
I've got a terrible feeling you're correct. But I'm going to
I
keep
don't even
dreaming.
think Real Madrid score.
I'm going to keep dreaming. Yeah, I think that... I don't know if that... You know that style from, say, 05, 06, when Mourinho was in his pomp and obviously Fergie then built up around sort of 07, 08. I think those teams were certainly capable of giving this City team and this style of play a run for their money.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh.
But I just don't... I just don't think that the squad
Like
was...
then, it's why did Benzema shoot that?
Yeah, I know.
Time?
I know.
Take a touch, get it into
He's
the
panicked. He's panicked because he hasn't had a shot and the game's 49 minutes old.
What's happened to Real Madrid then? I
don't know,
I don't
mate.
get it.
Ref!
No. Talk to him. No yellow.
Send him off, ref.
It's not a yellow, is it?
Last man.
Mate, it's going to play on his mind now. It's going to play on his mind because he doesn't want to miss the final.
Ruben Diaz, 3 Premier Leagues in 3 seasons in Premier League football.
100% record.
And a Champions League final.
100% record. Oh,
3 Premier Leagues in 3 seasons in Premier League football.
Yeah, but since coming to the Premier League.
I thought it was 3 Premier Leagues in La Liga football.
No, but, you know
mate,
what I'm trying to say.
Mate, that's huge. He's only ever won the league here.
Yeah. It's like Cantona for a bit. Remember that?
Mate, that's ridiculous.
Kante did that for 2 years, didn't he?
Yeah, I remember
Cantona
that.
did it for...
There was a
4 or
period where
5.
any football club
Leeds,
in the
United,
league, they signed Kante, they would have won the league. I believe that. When he left Leicester,
Yeah, we should have signed
if West Ham had signed Kante,
No.
they would have won the league. Yeah, they would.
What?
That's
Kante
good
and
he
Mark
was.
Noble?
Yeah. It was Drinkwater. Kante and Drinkwater. Honestly.
No, but it was also Mahrez and Vardy and...
Mate, it was Kante. What is that safe medicine?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Unbelievable.
why is he shot from there? I thought he was
I
going
don't
over.
think he should have shot.
Look at
I mean,
Alaba, one of the all-time greats.
If he gets it in the corner, that's a goal. It's just too central. Nice.
weird
side of the
shot. Like, weird to have a shot.
A flat shot, wasn't it?
Two
There's
balls,
2
on the
balls
pitch.
on the
That should be a penalty to Madrid.
No. You're making me nervous when you
Ref
say
just
stuff like
touched
that.
the ball. It should be a penalty to Madrid.
Making me nervous. Stop
Handball
saying that.
by the ref.
Stop saying that.
All right, man. The free kick didn't go in. Stop.
Wasn't
replaying.
even a particularly
What
good
save?
save. Why are they
No,
showing
it's a
it? Why are they
world-class
showing
save.
It's
it?
not a world
What
class.
a save.
That goes in, you're going. What's that idiot not saving that for?
The ref's been fantastic today. Shout out to the ref.
What's going on here?
He's got to pass it back to Edison. Now, Real Madrid just do some shit housery, just shoot.
Yeah,
Slow
be
the game
brilliant.
down. Slow the game down.
Heads go.
Be
and do it.
brilliant.
I think we put it in the corner. Hold it in the
Oh,
corner.
that's-
It's our ball.
Surely he gives it back. Is he going to give it back to?
Yeah, punt it as long as you
Imagine
can.
that. He trusted Benzema to give it back.
Yeah, Benzema scores. Yeah,
Oh, you know.
that's one of my favourite goals ever. I think he's a geezer called Gary Crosby, who hid behind, or I think he headed it out of his hands.
The
Yeah.
keeper rolls it out.
Dean
Who's the keeper?
Saunders did one
Didn't
as
that
well.
happen to Ed De Hoy once?
Can't remember. This geezer Gary Crosby. Look it up. It's the best goal. It's one of my favourite ever goals. Very Elliot Hackney.
Oh.
But and Dean Saunders did one once. Dean Saunders went in, like the goalie's come running out. Dean Saunders and the keeper have slid in, and the ball's gone out of play. Dean Saunders gone to take the throw on quick. The keeper's turned around to run back to his goal. Dean Saunders just threw the ball into the back of the keeper. It's dropped. It's dropped,
I
and he
remember
just
that.
scored.
There was
Giggs
one
did that,
that
didn't he?
we had.
George Best did it as well.
we had
someone's
one.
back.
It happened in basketball as well.
Did it?
Like a last few seconds, he's hit after. Like the defender's thinking the ball's going to go into someone in the box in the free wherever, and his back's to him, and he just hits it off his back and then shoots the 3-pointer.
Oh, really?
So
Love
good.
it.
I think that was,
George Best did it against England. You know when the goalie throws it up to kick it? As the keeper threw it up to kick it, he threw it up and Best nicked it and scored, but it was ruled out. But it shouldn't.
I remember against Spurs once, Nani went down for like a penalty, wasn't given, but as Nani's gone down, you know when players go to grab the ball, like that's a foul.
Yeah.
His hand kind of touched the ball. Well, definitely touched the ball. And then in the Spurs keeper's head, he's gone, this is a free kick. But the referee's not given a free kick, and he's rolled it out in front. Remember, Nani's come round.
Yes, and scored.
And the ref, Nani's gone to the ref.
Yes.
Nani's going to the ref. Can I shoot? Can I shoot?
Yeah.
And
The ref like,
said,
yes. Yeah. I do remember. That's amazing.
Oh, corner in.
VAR, that never happens.
No.
It's like Pedro.
This could be good.
Funny moments against Spurs, actually. Pedro Mendes and Roy Carroll happened as well.
Yeah.
Look at the pace. Look at the pace.
Yeah, that was...
Oh, we're back at
Just
it.
it's just so easy, isn't it?
I sat in the East stand for that, so I was right behind.
For what that?
See,
Did you know it was a goal? Yeah.
And it was like...
Because it was like miles
No, it
in,
was like,
wasn't it?
yeah,
it was
3,
like
4, 5 foot over. Yeah.
Also, his reaction, like
Unreal.
Harold's reaction, like makes you realise that it's a goal because he looked like a rabbit in the headlights. Like he knew that he'd
Yeah,
messed
because
up.
he was looking at the lines.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst refereeing decision
It's
in
up
Premier
there.
League history, right?
Yeah, it's up there. I mean, the ball was so clearly over the line. Yeah.
Because you had obviously was it Kieran Gibbs, Oxlade-Chamberlain one where
Sent off the wrong man.
Yeah. Was that Stamford Bridge?
6-0. It's when we beat him 6-0, Wenger's
You
1000th
spoke
game.
about that today, didn't you? We've mentioned that game today, funnily enough. But that was what other horrible decisions were? There was the one. Remember, who was it at Villa Park? And goal line technology didn't give the goal. Was it against Southampton?
No, it was Sheffield United. It
Sheffield
was Sheffield United. Just off the back of Project Restart, Sheffield United were going to qualify for Europe. They scored a perfectly good goal.
Didn't it relegate Bournemouth? And Aston Villa stayed up instead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it relegated Bournemouth.
But I'm pretty sure at the time
relegated Sheffield.
Sheffield United were going to qualify for the Champions League at the time.
Oh, was that
It was that. It was Sheffield United were right at the top. Do you remember?
Not sure if it's Champions League.
No, they were, mate. No, at the time they were. It was early. There was a long way to go. But Project Restart, Sheffield United were in a really good position, like crazy good. Do you remember that season where they were like
They beat Chelsea
fantastic?
3-0.
3-5-2.
Yeah. That year, they scored a perfectly good goal, but they hadn't turned. The ref admitted it. They hadn't turned the goal line technology on.
Yeah.
No, wasn't it that because there was so many people around it?
I think it just
Couldn't
wasn't on.
see it.
I've heard that as well.
I think it just
I've heard
wasn't
both,
on.
Was
actually.
because the keeper kind of held it against the post, so his
Too many people were blocking the
it's
thing,
too
right?
many-
No, well, I don't know, but I thought that it was simply that they hadn't turned it on. And then Sheffield United never recovered. You know, sometimes you get those seminal moments in the season. You know how Fulham basically never recovered from when they went mental at Old Trafford? This season, I mean. Like, you get those moments. And
They've got a great chance to get revenge this year. We play them last day of the season. They could get revenge.
That's a nice addition, isn't
We
it?
should do that as a stream.
I mean, we are.
We are.
You would-
Last day of the season, all
I
at the same
think
time.
I think we will definitely be doing that as a stream. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on that massive game, Man United versus Fulham.
Look at those ultras in the back there. That looks imposing. Look, there's 3 flags going mad in the city end. Did you see
I
it?
can't see because the screen's facing away from me. Can barely see the whole game.
I can't believe that City are going to get to another final here.
It feels different against Inter Milan as well.
Bayern Munich, beating Bayern Munich, beating Real Madrid.
Did you watch the semi yesterday?
I've seen the goals. I thought Lukaku did really well in terms of like waiting and taking the time to play the pass to Martinez.
Yeah.
I thought he did very well.
Yeah, he did, definitely. But the actual standard, I don't want to speak too soon.
And that
but
Ed
the
and Dzeko,
standard's
man.
so poor. They're so
Yeah,
poor,
they're not
man.
particularly good.
It'd be
But
great if he scored the winner
Ed and
against
Dzeko, Romelu Lukaku, Lautaro Martinez, I don't know, Mkhitaryan, like there's a chance, is there?
Got Darmian at right sided centre back.
There's a lot of Man United.
There's
There's a lot of Man United. There's a lot of Man United overspill.
It's a shame Sanchez ain't there still.
I think of another one.
There's 3.
Sanchez was there. And they got Mkhitaryan, Lukaku, Darmian.
That's it.
Mkhitaryan. Mkhitaryan.
He's in the Champions League final.
Mental.
That's brilliant.
That's
That's
he scored
brilliant.
one of the greatest goals I've ever seen at Old Trafford.
That is superb.
Scorpion kick, yeah.
Yeah, there's some good songs.
Yeah,
They've,
same
mate,
Giroud, yeah.
they've got some great.
he's better than
They've
Giroud.
got some great opportunity. Inter Milan fans have got some great opportunity for songs. They can do. They could do that. They could do. You know, for Edin Dzeko, you could do that. You know what it is, Edin Dzeko, Edin Dzeko, Edin Dzeko, Edin Dzeko.
Is that too black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow?
Ah, you know what it is, Edin Dzeko, Edin Dzeko.
Me and Rory are going to be singing that Champions League final
Yeah,
night.
if he scores,
Yeah.
you know what it is, Edin Dzeko. Yeah. Although I do like the old, oh, I'm Mkhitaryan, Henrik Mkhitaryan, he's our midfield Armenian.
What tune is that?
Oh, I'm an alien.
That's
It's
it,
Sting,
that's
innit?
it, yeah,
I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York.
That's it, Englishman in New York.
Nothing better than that. I buzz off that so much.
Win that.
I was watching the Liverpool game the other day against Leicester, unfortunately. And they were singing that Firmino song, and I could just hear you singing it.
There's
next to me.
something in the
Yeah.
cup want you to
It's stuck in my
know.
head, man. I hate when that happens.
The best in the world is Bobby Firmino.
Oh,
Also, do you know what I find? You know when
interception,
you know when it's really strong is when you can't help but sing it in the accent. I end up going like that. He's our number 9. Give him the ball and it's got every time. Although I'm sure that United, like, you know, when you're at Old Trafford and you like can hear them going and it's all that. You and I.
You do by accident anyway, I think.
United
Yeah,
on
you do
a
anyway,
yeah.
So like when you chant it, you go, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Said.
Yeah. Which is like the
Yeah.
epitome of Mancunian, isn't it?
Come up to 60 minutes, got 30 minutes left of the game.
I hate
3-0
them
up.
chants that are really good, but they
But
are
for a crap player.
really player specific or
Yeah.
specific to a time.
Oh no! Oh.
You know, like specific to a time.
Yeah.
Like, I know. Mourinho.
Yeah. Are you listening?
You
better keep a trophy glistening.
Got an update for you,
Be
boys.
back in May
To take it away.
Borough 1-0.
Is it Carrick?
Commentary 1-0.
Oh, no!
I
Carrick.
love that.
Oh, you know.
First goal in. That's just literally the first goal.
Wait, is
innit?
that 1-0 on aggregate?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. There's only one more goal in it. Come on, Madrid. Madrid and Borough double. Come on.
God, too easy. Just so easy.
Why have you
for
woken up
Grealish.
so late? But then
That's a foul.
Nah,
That's a foul.
it's
It's
not
a
a
foul. It's a
foul.
foul.
Yeah, he's done
It's a
well.
foul.
Grealish is
Every
He's
day of
done
the week.
well. but-
Grealish has nutmegged him, man.
Now we've got to manage the game.
Grealish, the liberty, like it's
No,
amazing.
you are. You
Grealish
You've
has
managed
just
this game.
Grealish has just nutmegged Modric, and oh my god, it's such a dominating performance from him.
Modric trying to get out of the way, and then he's just drawn the foul.
No, Grealish.
Grealish has got that European quality about him. You know, those kind of players that we always said Englishmen were too naive in European football.
No, Grealish.
He's got that kind of nous.
There just isn't a world. Is there a world where Inzaghi can somehow do it? Is there?
I pray to God. I pray to
There is.
Buddha, Allah.
If
I mean,
it is us,
his brother stopped.
Eric.
His brother stopped Liverpool.
I pray into everyone.
His brother stopped Liverpool winning
Yeah.
it, didn't he? In Athens.
won it twice, didn't he? So,
Yeah.
Ref. Oh, ref.
it's not a foul, is it?
Fuck him.
Yeah, now.
So where was it? Lazio, isn't it?
Who? Simone.
Simone Inzaghi.
Yeah.
Was it Lazio, isn't it?
Pippo was the good one.
Yeah, AC. Still though, but brothers like
They look identical as well.
very
Like,
very,
very,
slim men,
Very similar.
very
yeah.
slender men.
Oh, what's it? There's a couple of times now we've lost the ball. Little
Is that
flicks.
very Italian look? Like they've got a similar look to Nesta, innit?
Slim and tall and
long
yeah,
hair.
yeah.
nice little tan.
Yeah. Come on.
Oh, come on. Just one goal, man. Just give me some hope.
No.
Referee! Send both of them off, man.
God.
You know what it is, though? That's all you need to do. Chop him down there. There's no chance of him
No, I mean
scoring,
that
set
is the
piece.
tactical foul, isn't it? That is the
As
Guardiola
long as you're not
tactical
on a
foul.
yellow,
And
go ahead and get a yellow.
Gundogan took his turn there. He took his booking, and next time it won't be him.
Is
Next
there
time
anyone
it's-
on a yellow?
Next time it's well, we've had 2 bookings already tonight, haven't we?
No, but I mean,
Is there anyone who's going to miss
Yeah.
the final?
or have they stopped doing that?
No. If you what?
Oh, sub before the corner.
Oh, about time.
Fucking 63
They're 2-0
minutes too
down.
late.
They're 2-0 down.
What?
This is obviously a
Yeah,
shape. This
I
is
don't-
obviously shape related.
Modric got bullied today.
Yeah, he didn't play well. Yeah, no,
Look,
good.
his age,
Carlo
isn't he?
Ancelotti would not be looking to take advice off me, but Jesus Christ, what are you doing, bro?
This is clearly to change the shape. This is
Yeah, but why now?
Where's Vinicius? I thought he was the
Rudiger
best
should
player
have
in the world.
started.
I'm not saying anything. I'll take that back. Oh, look at Kevin De Bruyne. We're such a fit side. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So athletic.
yeah, you are.
Everyone's working hard.
And your
It's all
bench
that
is so
juice.
strong as well.
Huh?
Your bench is just so strong. There's just so many options. You know, for Guardiola, there's just so many options. Like you know when you think part of the reason that you won the league. You know if I don't know, say Haaland's not playing for some reason, it's Julian Alvarez. Say Grealish isn't playing, you make a slight adjustment, and Mahrez is suddenly on the pitch. Say Ruben Diaz isn't playing, it's Laporte. You know, at Arsenal, it's like Reece Nelson. It's like
Eddie Nketiah.
it's Eddie Nketiah. It's
Emil Smith-Rowe.
Emil Smith-Rowe. Yeah, like look at the centre halves that came in. Kyrgios and Holding. You know, like Saliba's out and it's Holding.
If you're an Arsenal fan, you want that back in the summer, don't
Zinchenko's
you?
out and it's Tierney. Like the drop off just is so poor.
Yeah.
Whereas at City, you're looking at some of these
You do
City players.
Some
Some of these City players would start for. Some of the City players on the bench are starting for Real
You're
Madrid.
spot on. But you have to compensate for that. We're in 3 competitions. They've been in 1.
Yeah.
For what, 6
No, but they've
months?
been in one for a reason.
Yeah, they threw
They haven't got
competitions
a
against
squad.
Brighton, City, Lisbon. So they've got a weaker squad than City, but they've had,
Yeah, they're
They got one-
competing
they
on
got
less
one game a
competing on
week.
less fronts. Yeah, they're
No, but there's a
competing on
re-
less fronts.
The reason they're competing on less fronts because they've got a less squad than City.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they
Like if they had the same, like you're saying, oh yeah, they've got a less squad, but so what? Because they're competing on less fronts. But that's why they're competing on less fronts.
No, Buvey's point is valid here because he's basically saying
It's not.
is
what I'm
Because
saying
the
is
reason they can't compete on all those fronts is because their squad's not.
no,
big
but
enough
they're first
or
in-
strong enough.
they
but they don't
chose
need
not
to
to. They
use their
lost to
squad as
Brighton.
much.
They didn't
They-
choose
They
not
don't
to.
need to use their
they
squad
should
as
have
much
beaten
because they're
Lisbon.
only
They
in
should
one
have beaten
competition.
Brighton.
But because they're only in one competition,
I
they
believe
don't
the
have to use
manager
their
could have
squad.
rotated better throughout the season, but I think it's a bit harsh at the same time because if we would have said at the start of the season, again, I'm defending Arsenal here, which is weird, but if we would have said at the start of the season, Arsenal are going to challenge for the league, but they might not challenge for anything else, you'd go, all right. fair
Yeah, you're
enough.
right about that.
You know
You're
what I mean?
Bang on. You're bang on.
Because they ain't got a squad to challenge for everything.
But
They ain't even got a squad to challenge for the league, and they did.
But you're saying that in August. We're in January. They threw it against Brighton, threw it against Lisbon. They had one injury to Saliba, and they couldn't beat West Ham. That's what I'm trying to say. You know,
No,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I think I agree with both of you here. I think the fact that Arsenal have a weaker squad is there for all to see, obviously. But I also think that obviously life is a lot easier when you were only worrying about one game a week rather than worrying about on City's occasion like three games. A week.
It's an interesting idea because actually Arsenal have used more players than us this season. We've used about 22.
No, but then
23.
you also go.
They've used
can't have done.
26. I
No.
know there's a goal from the money, of course.
No,
but
no, I wasn't going to say money.
Yeah.
I was going to say you've also got. We do at times go right. Why didn't he rest Saka a bit more? Why didn't he rotate him a bit more? But then you look at it, and he hasn't got the players to be able to do that. Use like can bring Bernardo off and play Riyad Mahrez. Who are you bringing on, bro? If it's not Saka, do you know what I mean? You can't.
I think
without a drop off.
Bernardo and Mahrez is you're bang on about that, okay? But then Alvarez is a young striker. Rico Lewis has come in.
Alvarez starts for Arsenal.
He's still a young striker to the league. He's
There's
still
a
adapting to the league.
reason he replaced Jesus at City.
Yeah, but he's still adapting to the league. So actually, some of the drop-offs, I mean, he's getting a tune out of Rico Lewis in centre-back. He played so many games this season. You know, Arsenal, they spent a load of money on Vieira. No one talks about Vieira. That completely flopped.
But you know what? You know how we look at Arsenal now and we go, oh, they fell off against West Ham and Southampton and that. They have players like Saka, like Martinelli, who are a little bit fresher because around Christmas time, they didn't play 2 extra games. Or for a couple of games, they were coming off the bench instead of starting, and they were still in a position to win. If they have Trossard for the whole season, maybe it's a bit different. You know,
that's a good point. Yeah, of course it is.
But even when they had Trossard, they weren't playing him. They weren't rotating.
No,
were they?
that's why I said I think
Yeah.
question marks over the manager's rotation throughout the season.
It was weird with Trossard because every time he played, he looked great, and they scored. Ah!
Just hold it in the corner.
It's too, no, you don't need
Honestly,
to, mate.
please.
You don't need to. You're too good. You don't need to.
Go on.
Keeper, where are you? Is he offside?
Going for a throw in though. No.
If Madrid
Militao's
can score in the next 10 minutes, something's happening.
I don't get Militao at all for Rudiger. I don't get it. If there's a Real Madrid fan in the comments, let us know.
The only thing that the only case for the decision being that Ancelotti made being correct is that Erling Haaland hasn't exactly been prolific tonight.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Yeah.
It's 2 Bernardo Silva goals, which probably happened whether Rudiger's on the pitch or not.
But he got down Alaba's side.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Alaba was sort of, where was Alaba? I think Kroos and Modric is a luxury in today's game. I don't think you can play both.
Man, I don't think we realise what's about to happen. There's going to be a playoff, between Coventry and Luton. When you look at that championship, sorry to change the conversation from Champions League. There's so many heavyweight names or names that you look at and go, they're a Premier League team. That's a Premier League team, Premier League team, Premier League team. And Luton and Coventry,
I think
one of them are definitely going to be in the
Coventry are definitely just about big enough.
Their own, bro.
Coventry are just about big enough to, but that's due to mismanagement.
But financially wise, they haven't been in a position.
Highfield Road was a glorious.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is, and many people expect them to go bust not long ago.
Are they the Rico?
Finished. They are.
They are. But
it's
not like they were at St Andrews not long ago. Like
I think Coventry are big enough. Coventry will be bigger than a lot of teams in the Premier League. Like Coventry are obviously a bigger club than Brentford. Coventry are obviously a bigger club
I look
than
at them like Premier
obviously
League.
A bigger club. Brighton. Like they're obviously
QPR aren't in the league, but you know what I mean. Like QPR have been in the league, and
like Coventry are
Huddersfield.
Coventry are a much bigger club than Bournemouth, who are in the league.
Yeah, some of these clubs.
So,
wonder what Luton are going to do about their stadium, because they have to.
They can't.
Well, they're building a new one, but it won't be ready in time. So they have to stay in the league for at least a year, hopefully.
The thing is, though, they can't have a terrace in the Premier League, can they?
I don't think. There's going to have to be
unless
some
they make it safe standing. Like
how can you build? Now. How can you build that much in?
Well, the Premier League give you money.
Starts in August the 12th.
The Premier League give you money.
You can't build something that quick.
If it's in safe standing, for example,
if it's one,
they might have to build temporary stands.
Funnily enough, when Fulham first came up. When Fulham first came up, they had a terrace, and we stood on it. Like they must have been a special exception because it was Fulham came up that year. Saha and all
John
that. Tigger's team, yeah. Tigger's team with a toothpick.
Yeah, I love that.
But Fulham had a terrace for 1 year in the Premier League,
so in 2016,
and then they had to go to Loftus Road. Fulham played at Loftus Road. Do you remember? Fulham played. I remember Hernan Crespo. We beat Fulham. We beat Fulham 1-0. Crespo scored at Loftus Road. They played at QPR's ground for 2 seasons.
We had some funny games at Craven Cottage. Man. I remember the game when Rooney threw the ball at the ref. Remember that?
Yeah.
He launched it all that.
Yeah.
Went right at him.
Do you remember when Fabregas? We won the league at the Hawthorns. Was it? What year we won the league? Maybe it was. Fabregas got sent off because he chipped the ball back. Like the play had stopped. Fabregas sort of went and got the ball leisurely, chipped it back, hit the ref on the head. And the ref sent him off. Yeah.
Fabregas is a player, man. He's one of my favourite players that I shouldn't really like.
Because he threw a pizza at Ferguson.
No, well, because he played for Arsenal, Chelsea. Like he never played for my team.
Yeah.
He was never really a likeable character on the pitch.
It's very difficult not to admire a player of his quality, though. You are right to like. It'd be like obviously I like David Silva. Like he never played for a team that I support, but obviously I like David Silva. Like he's just a good footballer.
He's been amazing for Sociedad this season, hasn't he?
Has he?
Yeah, his numbers are really, really.
What are the players in the Premier League that you wish played for your team that didn't? Like mine would be like Zola.
Like that.
Like he didn't play for my like. You know those players that you wish play for your club. Clivert when he went to Newcastle. Like, I wish he signed for United earlier.
Yeah.
But we signed Dwight York.
Do you know a lot of the players that I sort of hold in high esteem, like in a romantic way in terms of the way that I love football. Like I don't know, I would have loved Gabriel Batistuta to have played for Chelsea. You know that kind of
Gabby
player.
Goal.
Yeah. Batigol.
We know more about them because we had that access to Channel 4, innit?
Yeah.
Like and football.
Do you think a show like that would ever work now? Like because you know you might. Do you know the show? No.
Do you watch the show with him on
I know
BT
of it. I just never watched it live.
Do you know what it was? It was like a really well thought out, highbrow football show.
Yes, I mean, if you watch it now, it kind of stands.
Yeah, it's
up.
a highbrow. Like you know, a lot of the time when we do
classy
football,
backdrops.
Yeah.
It's a bit like our set lads.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but it's like, real classy stuff.
Yeah.
Knowledgeable football stuff. But they also had funny, like, little, not soccer AM segments, but, they had funny and trivial little things along the way as well. And just football
Would it work now?
Live football.
If there was a dedicated show, an hour-long roundup show.
Well, there's one on BT. That's with Jim Richardson.
But on...
And that's why I was so shocked that.
Oh,
He's back in Holland. Yes! Oh!
That's why I was so. Haaland just hit the bar.
Another good save from Courtois.
That's why I was so
Big
shocked
save.
when BT Sport had AC and Inter. They have the staff there to do it. Yet you got me listening to Steven Gerrard and Peter Crouch, bro. They know, all due respect to them, they know nothing about Italian football. Yeah. Get me some pundits that know what they're talking about. And like Jim Richardson was sat there, bro.
Was he there though? Was he on the show?
BT. He's at BT.
But was he on the show?
He was pitch side at the show.
Okay.
But we hardly heard from him.
No, I know what you mean. It's, if you've got Jim Richardson available, may as well make it
I think
around.
he's my biggest influence in like what we're doing now.
Yeah.
You know, like
that show where he's sitting in the square, drinking an espresso.
Like
with
I've got
papers.
a show on Paddock called Gazette United.
Have you? Yeah.
It used to be in my dad's coffee shop with a coffee and the papers and that.
Do you still do? Is it still the same premise? Do you sit there with the papers and a coffee?
Not anymore because I never will go to the coffee shop and get the papers anymore. But I'm supposed to be. Also, the papers are shit now. It's like when you go to buy the paper on a Sunday, the lads have already covered the news on Saturday. Yeah. It's like, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah. I just enjoy a tactile reading experience. Yeah. Like I'll always buy a newspaper because I enjoy reading a newspaper rather like it's just a nicer experience. It's like I go
magazines
shopping
and stuff. I don't like.
Yeah, like I'll always buy 442 magazines.
I haven't got a Kindle or nothing.
No. It's tangible.
Yeah.
I'm like it with shopping. You know when people go, you could just get those online. I ain't going online. I want to go to the West End.
I hate that with my season ticket, bro. It's on my phone.
Yeah,
I need a season. I want my season ticket. Like
I want
my
it
last
to exist.
few plastic ones. Yeah. When I met a player or something, I got him sign it.
Yeah.
So like, my one from 1920 was signed by Toney Valencia. Like.
Yeah.
It just was.
No, I agree.
A foul.
I agree.
Fucking foul.
No, but all your tickets, they're just e-tickets.
It's all, I know.
There's no memory.
I know. It's a shame. I don't like it. I just think certain things are a nicer experience. Like reading the paper with a coffee. You want a paper, don't you? You want it to exist. You don't want to read. You don't want to sit in a coffee shop reading a phone. But then I think most people disagree with me. Like when I get 442, the magazine, when you buy it, you can have it. They'll send you the magazine, but you can also have it digitally if you want. I think for free as part of the thing. I don't want it like that. Why do I want that? Sit on my computer like a little pervert. Why do I want that?
Like our audience at home watching us. Thank you. You wonderful people. Make sure you subscribe to the club. We love you all.
I've just been sat here while you've been talking about newspapers.
I hate the City. And I hate
what
Buvey.
next? The printing press?
Fuck 'em all.
John Luther.
Oh,
it's the third goal.
Oh, no. You're kidding me.
Oh, I can't believe it. We're smashing these lot.
So this is my rule.
I love it.
3-goal rule.
I love it.
Elliot, Jack, 3-goal rule. We've got a 3-goal rule. It exists. 3-goal rule.
That's not. Nearly broke the whole set. I went to get the shirt and I nearly pulled the light off.
Oh, what a game. This is one of the best performances I've ever seen from
We
City.
should get these made.
3-goal rule. Turn it off. Put the playoffs on. No one wants to watch any more of this.
Imagine this happening.
Oh, you could.
I couldn't see it happening like this.
Oh, yes, you could.
I couldn't.
We
Free.
could. We saw it happening.
You were predicting Real Madrid win. Is that offside?
I wasn't predicting a Real Madrid.
No, he's playing them on. He's
Dreaming
playing them
of
on.
a Real Madrid win.
They're trying to call it offside, aren't they? They're trying to VAR check everything, of course.
It's not offside. Carvajal's playing everyone.
Check it, lads. Give it 20 minutes. Check it. Yeah, whatever you want. 40-minute check. Whatever you
why
want.
not?
Check it. Check it for a day. Yeah, of course.
For
it is.
what, though?
Check it, lads. Well done.
What's it on VAR for? Rodri potentially offside.
Keep checking it, lads.
If Rodri is in an offside position, I don't think he's been involved. And whether this goal is given or not, this game is over.
It makes no difference. Yeah, it absolutely makes no difference. Whether it's 2 or 3, it's over.
Goal. Game over.
I know we
City
can't
are
say
going
anything in
to
terms
Istanbul.
of history of Real Madrid in terms of the Champions League, but to the Real Madrid fans out there that have tweeted me in the last few weeks,
All
see you
three.
later. See you later.
Can't have been that.
Has that
many,
happened a
surely.
lot?
I've got
Do you know
some
many-
nasty. Do you know what? Someone found my email address. It sent me a paragraph like that, talking about how we were talking about Real Madrid last
Are you
week on
sure
the
it's
show
not
and all
on
that.
your Instagram or something?
Pathetic.
You emailed
Do you know a lot
No,
of
he
Real
emailed
Madrid
me.
fans?
No, I don't. That's the point. They were emailing me. Email.
I don't think I know
It's
any.
just me.
Whoa.
Yeah, I
my
mean,
email
me
is
too,
in
tonight.
Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, was it in Spanish?
It was like a little bit of English, Spanish, and then he was
I
using
was like,
swear words.
hola, blockhead. He's not a shit.
Hola, blockhead.
Hola, blockhead. You's not a mugs, mate. You treble shit. And your stadium's like empty. Wankers. That's what I said.
What a referee. Unbelievable referee. Doing the Lech Poznan. Beautiful scenes. 3-0 up in the Champions League
When
semi-final.
they do that, do they sing something? Or is it just turn around and bounce?
just
Is there a
turn
song?
around and
There's
bounce.
not, there's not a
Let's all do
song.
the Poznan,
bouncing.
don't they?
Right, so there's not like a... They're not
There's not a
singing in
song to it,
Polish.
yeah.
Oh, this is so bad for everybody.
You know what I
So
want now?
depressing.
Madrid to just
What
fly
if we
through
lose to
everyone
Inter?
here. Get about 6 yellow cards, couple reds, smash some people. Just make me feel better. You know what I mean?
Do you know, if you're being really petty and bitter,
Yeah.
do you know what? If we have to start thinking about how Inter Milan win, I'll tell you how Inter Milan win. Right, a couple of people that are on yellows now somehow get themselves sent off, and Guardiola has to go into the game without his full team. Oh, they're resting players now.
Or United start smashing people at Wembley when we're 3-0 down.
We can still lose to Inter, lads.
You can't.
I'm happy to be top half in the Premier League. I'm happy to be top half in the Premier
AC
League.
was so bad. Inter shouldn't
Inter
even
have to be better than
AC was so bad. Like, so average.
reporter as well.
Tomori, man.
No, he was good. He was good yesterday.
It's not every time I've seen him play for them, like in
The
Europe.
crowd have
Who's good
told you to
yesterday?
put your Speedos away, Buvey.
Well, I'm in shorts because they rack the heating up in here. I don't know if that's getting me sweating or whatever it is, but it's boiling
You turned
in here.
up in shorts. There's nothing to do
Yeah,
with
because it's
the
hot. It's called summer, mate. Okay, it's May.
heat. It's always summer in them fucking shorts. Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, this is depressing, man. City, you scumbags.
you know the season starts August the 12th.
Very soon. And
It's like non-stop
also,
football.
do you not think this season? Do you
God.
feel like this season has just gone on forever?
Yeah.
It's like
Oh.
certain things feel like a lifetime ago. Like Adam said this at the beginning, just before we came live. Like Cristiano Ronaldo has scored for
I was going to say, which example are you going to do?
what?
I was wondering which example you were going to use there.
No. Cristiano Ronaldo scored for Manchester United this season. That just feels like a lifetime ago.
Surreal.
Yeah, against Everton.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Anthony scored in the Premier League, like he had scored in the Europa League and in FA Cups and that, but he hadn't scored in the league since Everton. And so when they said it, I was like, Ronaldo played
Yeah.
that game. Like, that's crazy. That's long.
That World Cup was an awful idea to have it in the middle of the year.
It really worked
Awful.
for the World Cup, though.
I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's because it was a lovely experience.
Not. Sorry, mate. I mean, the quality of football at the World, like we had the best World Cup final.
Sorry, of course it was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
amazing. It was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah.
But I think that's why, like Chelsea,
Do you think it
you
derailed
look
it?
at them,
Sorry.
they don't want to play every week. I think a lot of it's to do with the World Cup. Like, players are just
Oh.
gone in, bro.
Who did
Now
it,
you got nothing to play for. What's the point?
who
Yeah.
did it affect adversely? I can't think of anyone that comes to my mind that thinks that madly affected them.
I think
in terms of the World Cup. Is it
I
Jay-Z's
think-
Brazil?
Yeah, well,
Is there any
no.
standouts? I mean, do you know what I mean?
well,
I think there are-
Jesus got injured against Cameroon, didn't he? Do you remember when Brazil played Cameroon? Jesus got injured 3 months.
Dead game, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah, I think it's a final
But
group.
I
game.
think there are impacts that you're not seeing. Obviously, Gabriel Jesus is a clear one that you can go,
Yeah.
he got injured there, so that's affected him.
Mm.
But I think if you ask players now, like, brother, how are you feeling? They'll be like, I've never felt so
But
fucking all my
I
life.
feel like that.
I'm
Though.
finished.
I feel like
Yeah,
that.
I am.
I feel like that. Like the season. Think about how long ago certain things were, and they were this season.
Richarlison got injured at the World Cup, apparently. I didn't want to mention that because he's been shocking anyway.
He also scored.
I'm just using my football
Put the
acumen
camera on
there.
the mug who told
I'll
us
just use
that.
my
Do
football
you know?
acumen.
Do you know Richarlison?
Okay.
Richarlison. I think he scored 3 goals for Tottenham, right? He scored 2 phenomenal goals at the World. He's probably scored the 2 best goals at the World Cup.
He's bang average. I think if Luton are needing a player when they come up, they should sign Richarlison.
I think if Richarlison stayed at Everton are mid-table safely.
Yeah. You're bang on. You're bang on. Yeah, him and Dominic Calvert-Lewin. He's been
See,
good,
that-
actually.
So you saying I'm bang on there doesn't...
Makes me think.
Doesn't go.
Does that make you think you're wrong now?
No, but it doesn't go with your... No, but it doesn't...
Yeah, you'll never bang on you.
But it doesn't
You'll
go with
never
his
bang
statement
on.
that he said before. Literally a breath before that, he went, yeah, he's a League One player, play for Luton.
No, sorry,
then I went-
Luton. No, I said
then I
that
went, if
because
he played
Luton
for
could be in the
Everton-
Prem.
And then I said, if he played for Everton, they'd be mid-table. He went, yeah, bang on.
Yeah, I said Luton because because Luton are in a relegation scrap in the Prem next season, potentially, with Everton. Is it mad? Leicester City won the Premier League 2016. Oh, and Luton would have been in League Two. And now Luton are above Leicester.
Shoots! Why have you had a touch?
Oh,
Ah, mate, it's over anyway, man. Don't matter.
You shouldn't need it to hit that first time.
It would be great if they bottled it from here, but it's not going to
It's
happen.
impossible.
It's not going to happen.
come on, Luton Town. Come on, Luton Town. That's all I'm going to say. Unbelievable job they've done. And that must be gutting for our boy, Nathan Jones, if they get promoted. When he leaves, is he going Cardiff? They stayed in the league just about.
He
lucky.
could do all right there, Nathan Jones. I think that's that kind of scrappy character.
Yeah.
I think he could do quite well at Cardiff. 'Cause I think he does bring something. I think there is a quality
He
to him.
sets them up. He left Luton to go Stoke, and they got promoted without him, I think.
Mm.
And then he's left to go to Southampton, and they get promoted potentially without him to the Premier League.
But I think that. Do you not think there is a quality to him? Like there is.
Yeah, he's got something. There's no joke what he did with Luton. There's no joke about it.
Yeah.
De Bruyne's coming off a Foden.
Foden's coming on.
That's just giving De Bruyne a standing
Including
ovation.
stoppage time, you've probably got about 10 minutes left. City needs, Real Madrid needs to score 3.
I'd get Calvin Phillips on. Get him some minutes.
Mate, you see how happy he looked the other day when he was coming on?
Yeah, it's because he's gassed to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, he really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is. You know he's going to win a Premier League.
As well,
He's not lucky to be there.
Very lucky.
What?
Yeah.
He's a really good
He should
player,
be going
mate.
down with
Very lucky
Leeds
to be
back.
at City, Calvin Phillips. Of course.
Actually, do you think if Calvin Phillips was still at Leeds, they'd be in the trouble that they're in?
They'd be
barely been
14th,
fit all
13th.
season.
Yeah, if he was
That's
fit.
What injury has it been? Like, has it been the same injury?
Yeah, a
constantly?
shoulder
Hungry.
injury.
Or low?
He had a shoulder injury.
He's full.
Yeah, he's permanently hungry.
He's permanently stuffed.
Chronic.
Oh, lads,
case.
I can't run. I'm stuffed.
Yeah. Just
Calvin Phillips was perfectly lean to me, okay?
just a hungry
Yeah,
boy.
but you are built like brick
Yeah.
shit ass. So he would look lean to you.
Yeah, he's got this big issue with his Achilles and his desire for Milky Way.
Oh, God.
Where's Benzema gone?
Yeah, he hasn't turned up.
Big
Alan Ben's never turned
either
up.
leg. Either leg.
Is this an ominous sign for Real Madrid in
That's what I
terms
was
of where they
end
are?
of
You know
an
what I was
era.
just thinking that. Is it?
Just
This
the
is
end.
the end of an era. They need to
Benzema, Modric,
But
Kroos.
this is why Bellingham has been brought in, isn't it?
Yeah,
this is why
Bellingham. They need a striker now, don't they? Osman from Napoli.
Haaland from Man City.
Haaland.
Maybe in 2035
Haaland.
when he's 40 years old.
Like, come on, Madrid.
He'll stay at City for 10 years, mark my words.
Nah,
Do you think?
Mark my
Do you
words.
really
Mark
think
my
that?
words.
I thought.
Aguero did, David
footballers
Silva,
don't
Wasn't there?
company.
Do you think
Torres.
that's have you changed your opinion on that? Or did you think that when he signed? Because I thought it was kind of acknowledged that when he signed, it was he'd be there for a couple of
No
years.
chance he stays there for 10 years.
There is a chance in there. There's not a 0% chance.
No chance.
Has your
It's not
opinion,
0%.
Buvey, has your
There's
opinion
0%.
changed?
It could be 1%.
Has your opinion did you when he first signed? I thought it was this is the pathway to Madrid.
I just don't get where that narrative's come from. I don't understand the narrative. I think
it's
4
been
or
a
5
clear
years is
thing
real.
from them where they move and dominate football. And I think that's the plan.
But life
They want to dominate
changes.
every single league.
If he settles down and he's happy, look
Yeah.
at some of the players. De Bruyne stayed for 10 years.
Guardiola didn't turn up expecting to still be there in 7 years.
No, exactly. Sorry, De Bruyne was 8 years. Sorry, but not 10 years. But some of these players do approach 10 years.
I'm
So
gonna buy
do you see a world where Haaland?
Haaland.
There's a world if we get it right, he stays for 10 years.
I really hope you're wrong,
He'd be 31.
and then go there.
What would he score? 500 goals in the Premier
How many
League.
chances? He could stay for 5 years. There's not a chance.
Yeah,
that
actually could, couldn't he? If he stays fit for 10 years in the Premier League, how many goals does he score in the
he's
Premier League alone?
400.
400.
Yeah,
400.
probably.
Mental.
You know what's mad though? I thought this the other day. To eclipse Messi and Ronaldo's type thing,
Got to do
he
this
has
for
to
10
do what
years.
he's doing for 15 years.
Yeah.
And stupid. It's so mad. And when you think about Messi, they never had breaks with injuries really, long sustained breaks.
Ronaldo started later, didn't he? In terms of his goal scoring, started later in his career.
He wasn't
He was
prolific.
16
He's a winger,
in
innit?
Lisbon,
Yeah,
yeah.
It wasn't prolific at the start.
So what was his numbers, Ronaldo, in his prime? Am I thinking what
60s,
60s and
70s,
70s, 60s, 70s?
Same with Messi.
It was
Messi
Messi
had
had
91.
96 in the calendar year.
91.
Didn't he? Was it
I
91?
think it was 91.
in a calendar year 91 goals.
Unplayable.
And when you think about Haaland's goal return, it feels like he scored every week, doesn't it? It feels like he's and Messi had scored basically double.
And he wasn't a striker, and he had to do it himself. Now, I know the league's a bit different, maybe a little bit physical, still a very technically gifted league. He had to do it himself, coming in from the left, coming in from
Crazy,
the right.
isn't it?
Do you think this matters to players? And
Yeah.
this isn't a huge dig, but do you know when you play for a team like City, after playing for Dortmund, and even maybe being in Austria where the fans are nuts and that, and Dortmund fans are nuts, and then you go somewhere where it's maybe not a little as, you know what I'm trying to make. Does that affect players? Do they want to be somewhere where they look out at the stands and it's just bonkers?
But then you don't come to the Premier League.
or does Haaland feel like one of them
The
anyway?
Premier League
Is Haaland
the
a City
Premier
fan?
League
Get that
is
Real Madrid
overly
though.
sanitised.
Yeah, mate.
You don't get that
Bernabeu
Real
speaks
Madrid.
for
Honestly, I
itself,
don't think you get that Real Madrid, do
The
you?
Bernabeu speaks for itself.
If you care
Yeah,
about that,
the
though, Ad,
stadium
if you
does.
care about that, though, you'd have to go and play
not
for
enough.
like Hajduk Split, wouldn't you?
But
You
if
you
you're- no, but
can't.
what I'm trying to say is,
Like-
if you're a player that plays at the top of the game,
Legia Warsaw.
don't you
Yeah.
want to? Or you could pick. You have your pick of teams then.
Yeah.
So would that come into
This
your?
is a Copper 90 series, isn't it? Finding the
I
hardest
think
fans.
I think that
Hanbury.
you have to. I think that when you're that elite footballer, I think it comes down to obviously trophies. Then I think manager, then money. I think that's the length of contract, the value in the contract. I remember when I was at TalkSport, I was talking to Darren Bent about this, right? And I said, the fans. I said something about the fans. You get to play for them. He's like, mate, no footballer has ever cared about that. He's like, I said something about the stadium. I was like, but you get to play in that ground. He's like, I play in a local park. I want to know the numbers on the contract.
Yeah, but you're always going to play in big stadiums. Even if you don't play for United, you're going to play at Old Trafford.
But if your home ground is, I don't know, if your home ground is St James's Park, that's going to be more appealing than your home ground being the Amex.
Okay, so on that with Newcastle as a point, so let's say Newcastle become as good or on the verge of being as good as City. You got the choice.
Mm.
You can be in front of the Gallagate where it's traditionally better.
Mm.
I'm trying to say this without being
I know
too
what you mean.
disrespectful.
I know what you mean.
Or
Would
you can be doing it at the Etihad. You'd swing towards
I
What
think
was the first choice, sorry?
City.
What was the-
Newcastle
I think,
if they're in similar positions.
I know what
but the
you're trying- I know
history
what
of
you're
Man
trying to say.
City for a footballer of today, a footballer who's 21 today, the history of City is way more appealing than the history of.
I think we're overplaying
Newcastle.
it, lads. City's look. Don't forget, you don't play every game at home. You play away. City's away fans are very good.
No, I
We're
know.
very good.
Your core support will always be there.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not as big as Newcastle, but I think players are actually a little bit softer than we like to give them credit for. I think they like the familiarity of City, somewhere like City. I think that plays into it. Look at someone like Zaha who wants to potentially stay at Palace all his career in his prime. I think footballers like Haaland will look at can I build a life here? Versus going to Real Madrid, he could get slaughtered by the press
We
over
can
there.
build a life anywhere, bro. Right, you know what I mean?
You're settled in Man, and he. By the way, a big factor.
I don't think he'll leave
his
anytime. I think he'll be there
boyhood
for at
club
least
is Man
2-3
City.
years.
His boyhood club's Man
It's
City.
Leeds, bro.
He's a Man City fan.
He's a Leeds.
No, he's a Man City.
Hasn't he got a City tattoo, or his dad's got a City tattoo, or something?
He's
He has
a
now.
Man City fan, man.
Giving him all that money, but I'm sure he was a Leeds fan.
No, he's a Man City fan.
All right. He's a bit
There's-
like Noel Gallagher then, fucking hell.
Does
It's a bit like how Paul Scholes is an Oldham fan, but he's a Man United fan.
Mm.
He's an Oldham fan, though.
Yeah.
yeah.
He is. He's an Oldham fan.
Yeah, no, he's an Oldham fan. He
No,
takes
he's
his
literally-
kids. He takes his
He's
kids.
literally an
to
Oldham fan.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not a Man United fan, but he's also a Man United fan.
From Bury, but he's a United fan.
Who, Gary Neville?
Yeah, he's from Bury.
No, I remember when Paul Scholes,
Manager.
when the kids were young, I remember seeing pictures of Paul Scholes with all his little ginger kids at Oldham, which I rate highly.
With his daughter's feet.
Found
I
in his
see his
mouth.
son at United.
What was
at United
Was
away.
he chewing his daughter's feet when he or something? What was that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, comment on that. God, that's 4-0. Oh my God. Julian Alvarez, he couldn't do what Haaland did today or in the first leg.
Elliot.
4-0.
This
I
is
can't
painful,
believe
man. I'm
it.
dying.
Oh.
Put on the Coventry game.
My lamb's
I
still
can't
scoring.
take this.
I can't believe it. What's going on?
I'm praying to
It's amazing.
I'm praying to Marco Materazzi.
I'm praying to
I'm praying
Zamorano.
to Snyder.
I'm praying to Jose Mourinho.
Snyder.
I'm praying to Jose Mourinho.
All you man upstairs.
Anyone who is Inter Milan related,
Marcelo
I'm talking to
Salas.
you. Ivan Zamorano,
Yo.
Ronaldo, fat one.
Um,
Jose Mourinho.
Amazing
Samuel
for
Eto'o,
Alvarez. Look how we break.
The
Look
fridge.
at
The
this.
fridge.
Lads, let's talk about the
Talking
goal.
to you,
Lads,
the
let's talk about the
fridge.
goal. Alvarez
Ludovic
played in.
I don't want to
Beautiful
see
finish
this goal.
from Alvarez.
Ludovic Julie.
Phil Foden into Alvarez. Look at this. Phil
Inter.
Foden into
Pray
Alvarez.
to the gods of Inter,
Lads,
please.
look at the finish here. Look at the finish. It rolls.
Samuel
into the net.
Eto'o. Samuel Eto'o, I know that you
Rolls
can
into
hear me
the net,
now.
lads.
Please.
Julio Cesar.
Look at this,
I
lads.
know that you can hear me now,
Lads,
bro.
look at the finish here. Oh, look at that. Four.
no.
Christian Zanetti. Christian Zanetti, bro. I'm talking to you. I'm praying to the God that is you.
Mario Balotelli.
He's not dead. These guys aren't dead,
Balotelli,
lads.
bro.
These guys aren't dead.
Balotelli.
Please save us.
Ancelotti's out. He's sacked, isn't he?
Paulins.
Paulins.
Can you hear me now?
Paulins.
Please
Yeah.
save us. We need saving, man. This is horrible. Football's shit, bro. I've never known a worse sport than football.
It's just so bad because
Absolute cack, man.
isn't it a shame that
Football died in the 90s, you know.
the thing is, right? Do you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they were playing because they've beaten Real Madrid and they've beaten Bayern Munich on the way. Like, you know, if we were picking a team for them to play in the final, they've already knocked them out.
This is they've sexed them up like.
I think Inter Milan are favourites in the final. No, they've got European heritage. They've got some fantastic players.
What Pep will be doing as well, you know, and that's why they'll win, bro. Because Pep's doing that after the game,
No.
lads. We're not.
It's over, lads.
We
It's
have to
over.
turn up.
You know, in the ground, it will be. In fact, in the ground, it will be City dominant, won't it? Like City will travel.
Oh, I don't know about that. Italy's quite closer to Turkey than.
Yeah, but I don't think, mate. Think about how they'll travel. Every single Mancunian that's in the blue.
We're talking about travelling here.
We're in the Champions League
Talking
final
about
for the
travelling
second time in our history.
See?
We've beaten Real Madrid. I can't believe it as a City fan. 4-0
Curly
in the semi-final.
Watts.
4-0.
It's unbelievable. 5-1.
Come on.
And how good they were in the first leg. How are we able to smash them in the second leg?
So you beat. You scored 4 past Bayern Munich at home. 4 past.
It was 3 against Bayern at home.
3 at home.
4 at
here.
home against Real Madrid. Unbelievable, mate. It's unbelievable.
If you don't win it from here, it's the biggest bottle job I've ever seen.
Mate, 2 games for a treble.
2 games for a treble.
And all I'm saying is, leading into it, if we're talking about the treble running, I want us to play all our big players in the Premier League against the Chelseas, against
Why?
the Brightons. Keep the momentum going. Of course, you manage De Bruyne, Haaland a little bit, but don't go full B-side. Calvin Phillips comes in straight away.
What about the
energy
weekend?
up.
You don't think that, like, so this game will have expended a lot of energy. This game will be really tough on these players.
Yeah.
Going into the Chelsea game on a weekend, you think, surely you
A
expect...
couple Mahrez comes in, Foden comes in.
Yeah.
Look, we'll have
Ake, if he's
in-depth
fit.
reaction to this on the podcast, which is released Thursday this week. So that's released tomorrow for you guys. It'll be on Spotify, Apple, all those things from 4 p.m. So make sure you go and jump on that. Unfortunately, Manchester City are going to the Champions League final where they will play Internacional. I don't know what to say. Can you want to use that? The outro.
Thank you for everybody for watching this stream. We are delighted. When I say delighted, we're delighted that you've chosen to watch it. We hope that you've clicked that subscribe button. If you haven't, please click it now. Thank you, of course, to the wonderful partners that we have on this show. NordVPN, thank you for your support. Super 6, we're honoured. I'm heartbroken, though. I am now Italian. My name is Rory Jennings. That's how you refer to me now. Gennaro. That's who I am. And I am now celebrating only Italian things. And I am hating on all things Buvey.
Fuck Buvey and fuck City. I'm praying to you,
Love and life.
Materazzi, please.
Love in life.